Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Button Ash here, coming in with what is it, round 9 now? I think we're in round 9 of the NTEC League of Legends division. I am joined by Chris Strider. What's going on, boy?
Not much, just fully sick, bro. How have you been?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Just chilling, pretty much. So yeah, it looks like we got ourselves a community game today, just because my team and Chris's had to reschedule, so we have an open slot. So community game. So we are waiting for 2 more lucky individuals to join up. I have invited. You're in. You're casting. You're in. You're in. You're in. He's in. They're not in, but I guess they're not interested. James is in. He's in. Benji's in. Yeah, I've invited everyone I can. You want me
Uh, yeah, looks like it. I guess Frog Spotter's online.
Oh, invite him. Playing cast. Man, these guys are.
Cast and play. It's pretty hard.
Damn, that's crazy. Multitask. I don't think we want the whole stream seeing how I play.
Who else is there?
So they're saying if we can't get more, we either do 3 solos in a jungle or we ARAM it.
Yeah. I mean, whatever gets us started sooner.
Oh well, ARAM will kick. ARAM will, I see. Hold on, I see. I don't know who else they are. I've got my ADC that might come play. Oh, and Lebonsky's online. All right, I think we've got.
All right, we got it. Nice.
Oh, hold on. Never mind. He's joined a 4-man. We lost him. Oh, we got one.
Online.
Oh, we got them. We got. There we go.
Nah,
welcome my bot lane. Easy. That's crazy. Anyway, damn, they split my bot lane. That's crazy.
It's fine. It's good fun. So yeah, if you got voice chats, Discord voice chats, then send it. So I know you want to play your game at 7 p.m, Mr. Gator, but things have transpired. So just hope the fishing versus MMA game goes quick, so you can play sooner rather than later. But we just have a blind pick game at the moment, and champions will get to pick whatever they want, have a bit of good fun, and play some classic League of Legends. Are we going to see any surprises here, Nash? What do you reckon?
Could do. I mean, it's a community game, so we're gonna see something weird.
Of
Sorry,
course.
the sound is not working.
The sound, eh?
I mean, the like not like the old. Oh no, there we go. Okay. I heard it. I heard. Let me just double check. It's just because it was quiet. Okay, because I had it down. I played with my sound pretty low, so I thought it wasn't picking up. We're good, brothers. All right. What do we got?
As much as I would agree with you, Gator, it's just a lot of teams couldn't play later rather than sooner. So
I've heard we weren't.
it's a bit rough.
No, Gator, you were like your team was asked. It was just it couldn't be organized to be the first game, so it had to stay at the second or the third. I can't remember, but it was organized. We didn't.
Yeah, so we had MMA and Warp not be able to make time slots, and same with other teams. But Liam bent the knee, good old Liam, to play the later game. So shout out to him. But hopefully, fishing versus MMA goes quick, so you can start at 7:30. Probably predict around a 7:40 start. So we'll just see how that goes.
Well, we're doing fishing straight after this.
Pretty much MMA versus fish.
Okay.
We'll just see how quick this game goes. But yeah, we started roughly at 6:20, so I don't think this game will go for 40 minutes. Oh, it depends really.
Yeah, we'll see. Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, Budex is a pretty big liar. Everyone knows this.
Well, we did have a podcast, and he had
That's
some
true.
interesting statements, but
What do we
but he
got?
was truthful for the most part.
Well, I know who's locked in Yasuo. That'll be my ADC. Alistair and Rakan. I want to know who's not in that lane. I don't know. This is weird. I mean, Brand jungle. I guess Yasuo top, or is it Yasuo mid?
I'm
and
guessing.
Alistair top?
I'm guessing it's Charybdis mid with Draven, Brand
Could be.
jungle, and just double knock up bot lane.
Could be. Obviously, you got
Yeah,
the
I
Riven.
can see it happening. I can see it happening.
What is this? Who's the jungler? Who's the jungler on the left side?
Brand.
No, no.
Oh, probably Heimerdinger. Yeah,
Heimerdinger can
Heimerdinger
jungle?
would be
That's
jungle.
Crazy.
Yeah, it could also be Ezreal. Technically, Ezreal can jungle, just it's not optimal.
Guess we'll find
But
out.
yeah, it's one of those two. But yeah, didn't take out delay. When's this? Oh, sorry, Frog
minute.
Spotter.
One more minute. And
So
guys,
Frog Spotter missed out, unfortunately.
kidding? Unfortunate. But hey.
Yeah, so unlucky Frog Spotter. We'll get you next time.
Oh, and everyone,
But
don't forget the lotto on tonight. 7:30.
oh, it's big, isn't it?
It's a
Yeah, we'll try
hun-
not to
100 mil.
try not to discuss gambling on this stream.
Nah.
But anyway, yeah.
Just a quick little. Always like seeing big jackpots in Australia, but you know.
True. I did buy my ticket, so
So
I
did I.
digress on that.
Yeah.
I just literally rolled my fingers on my phone and just picked random numbers and just sent it.
I didn't even
So,
do that. I just did a quick pick.
Yeah. But I just thought I'd choose numbers for once, but
Yeah.
now we've gone into the game
Yep.
and it is Riven Jungle. All right. I guess Riven can technically do it.
I figured someone was going to be an animal in this game, and Johnny won out on that. Oh, I've forgotten to do my duties.
Oh, yeah, you need to go to
In game
the game.
and go to my stream meta.
Shazam. All right, I guess the highlighted matchup is probably On Fleek versus Charybdis in the mid lane. Unless Charybdis is going bot, then who knows? Maybe it's Yasuo mid.
Also, anyone wondering, I've just named these two teams, Monsoon and Storm, just from last year's what's it called? League of Legends.
All Stars, yeah,
All
yeah,
Stars.
But it does look like a pretty standard bot lane.
And
Just-
what do we got here? So, looks like my bot lane is fighting out to see who's the better support.
Minions has spawned.
Oh, I guess so. But yeah, Laboon versus Dream to Meme in the bot lane, eh?
Flash, that's crazy. Well, so I think someone did call him washed on the podcast, so well, we're seeing it.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
Nah, I think was Foreign being called wash? No,
No,
it was
foreign.
Charybdis, wasn't
Foreign. Yeah, it was foreign wasn't mentioned at all, as far as I'm aware.
But now he's getting to practice as Draven, so very powerful laner. And we got Yasuo versus Azir in the mid lane. It's going to be a pretty tough time for Yasuo till he gets level 2, and even then it'll be tough for him. And we got a proxy being done by Zero Impacted. Oh, he's taking Bass's Law to the heart, that's for sure. So he's going to have a bit of fun in the top lane.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, any predictions for this one, Nash? Who do you reckon's going to take it? A bit of a nice combo coming out of Laboon there, chunking down the apparently washed ADC, but we're going to find out if things are going to transpire in that direction.
Oh.
I'm guessing Nash is back with us now. Nice.
Yep.
But, alright, we have Yasuo going in onto On Fleek here. He is tanking the minion wave, but doesn't want to take the chance. And he's going to go back in. Oh, this is going to be close. Oh, one more. Oh, it's so close. Oh.
1 for 1.
And there we go. The Ignite diff coming through for Yasuo. Gets first blood. And we have a Riven coming to gank the bot lane here. Will Charybdis have the mechanics to dodge this one out and flash preemptively, and Charybdis will get actually picked up here, and Draven doesn't get to cash in. A bit unfortunate for the Draven, and it's already looking like a jungle diff already, Mr. Nash.
Yeah, well, I think we can see who's the better support of my team. Oh, here we go again. Kutris and on fleek, fighting it out, having a little rumble, a little tussle. Oh,
yeah, that's it.
Get knocked up. Fortunately, well, Yasuo's on your face.
Yeah, and that's probably just on fleek, just getting used to playing Azir again. It has been a while, but we do have zero impacted flash, stunning, beautiful Dwayne. The Heimerdinger is in no man's land and will get picked up by Rillian Polio there. And right now we do have 7 kills total in the first 4 minutes of the game, so it's definitely going to be a bloodbath in this community match.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, who's your favorite champion that's been picked here, Nash?
Right now,
are we rooting for Laboon here?
Nah, I hate versing Zoe. I don't mind playing with her. So yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. I'd either say the Riven just for the pure meme of it, or the Brand, because I've been enjoying Brand a lot recently. He's been quite fun. Oh.
Yeah, he's a very polarizing pick to verse. But yeah, in the jungle, pretty standard if you don't invade him and take advantage of him in the early game. But looks like he's just gonna have a farm fest and probably farm the Riven in the jungle matchup. So Jonu is experimenting with this pick and just having a bit of fun in this community game. But yeah, once Riven hits level 6, will probably be a bit more scary. Once his flash is back up, we'll be able to see some fancy combos come out of Jonu. But wow, the sleep nearly lands onto Charybdis here. We do have Bran sneaking around, and we do have the counter jungle matchup coming in for Jonu here. Does land a lot of big damage. Charybdis just walks in and decides to gift his life. Foreign falls as well. Laboon lands a pretty big sleep and a triple kill coming through for Dream to Meme, and I gotta say that was pretty clean.
That's kind of crazy. Blue team's kind of just running in the game with it. And was the washed up rumors true? Is Charybdis really washed up? Like, golly.
Yeah, but if we all know how Draven works, that cash mechanic will come back in with the stacks, and we do have zero impactor coming in with the Alistair, and too many turrets for his big booty to endure. So Alistair falls in the top lane, and looks like everyone's going to be raising their dongas in this game. But we do have a 5-kill Ezreal in the game. On fleek goes in for the combo. Yasuo's trying to be fancy with his feet, but unfortunately he will get picked up here, but decides, well, I guess blue team decided that his life was not worth taking. So I digress on that last play, and we do have Yasuo definitely pushing on fleek consistently in this mid lane matchup. So yep, Yasuo's expected to win in the early game, but we're going to see if this Draven can bring it back against a 5-kill Ezreal. There's a way to prove that you're not washed. It's to come back from a 5-kill deficit as a 0-2 Draven. So we're going to see if Charybdis can pull that off. You reckon he can?
It's possible. It's possible, but going to need some kills first.
Yeah, he's going to cash in a pretty big bounty, hopefully. So far, he's just got only 87 stacks of Adoration. Hopefully, he can cash in around 200 to make it worthwhile, but nah.
Oh no! On fleek, getting the Shurima shuffle under the Yasuo into tower, but the flash does make it out quite safe and sound. And here comes Rillian Polio coming in for a sneaky little gank. Does go in for the kill.
He's not game. And he's just teasing him. He's just teasing him there. So yeah, a bit unfortunate they're not able to pick up on fleek there in the mid lane, but yeah, a bit of Yasuo finesse being flexed here by Kaidas from MMA, and he does have a pretty important match after this as well. So we're gonna see how that goes. Maybe we'll see Yasuo in the next game, but
it's possible.
Yeah, a bit of 1.5k or 1.2 1.4k gold lead onto the side of Team Monsoon against Team Storm in this community game matchup here. But yeah, it must be pretty good to beat Ezra right now with that 5-kill buffer. But you do have a shutdown as well, so we're going to see if Charybdis can do anything about it. And Charybdis, he was clenching on that last one. He was all the way down to 20 HP. He just did the Ezra ult, wouldn't kill him. And bot lane's forced to back off him.
Oh, he delayed his back.
Oh, this poor Alistair's not having a fun time. But he will endure as the game goes on. And Draven ult just to clear the way. But yeah, surprisingly, Draven up in CS against the Ezreal here. So yeah, maybe he is the better ADC and not washed after all, isn't it?
It's only three CS and he's down 5 kills.
Yeah, but the fact that he's 0-2 and still up in CS just goes to show he knows what he is doing. But yeah, Yasuo taking a couple of turret shots there, but will back out there, flexing his Yasuo skill. But Alistair is probably going to die under this turret unless his jungler comes to bail him out. But even then, it's a big stun, a couple of missiles, and beautiful Dwayne picks that one up pretty easily.
That's an oopsie.
Yeah, big combo by Laboon there. But I think Draven will be able to heal that one up. Doesn't have a Vamp Scepter just yet, but 005 Zoe Laboon, I'm a believer. Nash, I'm a believer.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, not many people go 005 with Zoe support this early in the game.
He does like his Zoe support, he's quite a fan of it.
That's good to hear. So, man, Dream to Meme, he definitely is a fed boy, and Foreign's just taking those mystic shots to the face. But we do have, a bit of a miss combo coming out of Tom Fleet. And yeah, Jonu's trying to outplay really in Polio here, and it's going to be close, and the burn does not quite pick up Jonu. So yeah, as soon as Jonu unleashed the Riven ultimate, was able to make things happen. But we do have Yasuo trying to pick something up, but is unsuccessful. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to see some sort of Alistair Rakan combo with the Yasuo. It'll be pretty spicy, very spicy indeed. But yeah, a pretty demoralizing top lane matchup here. Beautiful Dwang's just gonna kite out this cow for ages. And beautiful Dwang is forced to flash it. Charybdis nearly kicks it on, picks up the catch, and he's able to, oh my gosh, that was an additional 300 gold. Oh wow, the 1v1, and zero impact, it does get picked up there by the last turret shot. And man, maybe this cow pick isn't so bad. Picked up beautiful Dwayne.
As soon as he gets Warmox, the cow pick is OP.
Yeah, that's it. So it's going to be a while before he gets there, and I don't think he's going for a Sunfire first. So.
Looks to be.
Unless that's another item. I can't remember the other one's
Sunfire called. Or, I forget the armor. Or the Mental Resist version of it.
Yeah. But we'll find out soon enough. But pretty standard Leandries coming out of the Donger. Just going for the burn build. More turrets hit, the more AP damage they will stack over time. That Leandries. But Dream to Meme here, pretty much piloting this game at the moment with 6 kills. Does have a Triforce. We'll probably go for a Muramana and a Bloodthirster combo. And yeah, but Draven was able to cash in, go straight for that Collector. He's trying to bring himself back into the game a bit quicker. So we're going to see if he can do anything about that. But now it's a 2.5k gold leads into the side of Team Monsoon. We're going to see if Zero Impacted can 1v1 the Donger again, because I was not expecting that whatsoever from a 1 and poor Alistair, that's for sure.
Looks like he's going straight for the...
Oh, the combo isn't quite there, but the turrets work against beautiful Dwayne. And a bit of a high five coming in for Zero Impacted there. So yeah, the brand countering the turrets coming out from beautiful Dwayne. It's nice to see.
OP pick. Well, Foreign's jump actually does get cancelled and still makes it out.
Yeah, and a bit of a wind slash coming through Jonu just to make sure the bot lane doesn't interfere with this dragon. And Charybdis always trying to hit Dream to Meme whenever he gets a chance. And Foreign pops ultimate. And we'll just do a little drive-by.
We all make mistakes in the heat of the moment, Jimbo.
So yeah, pretty big cooldown, but Charybdis looking to clear the wave, and if he's going to stay for this, it's going to be a bit risky for him if Laboon can land stuff. And he does land a big combo. Ezreal does land a combo as well, but Charybdis, knowing that he will not get hit whatsoever, will back off there. Oh,
Getting to
we have Yasuo being focused. Bit of a nice combo coming from On Fleek, but moves him away from his team.
That's
and a bit of a doozy coming from On Fleek there, unfortunately. It did look good.
Yeah. That was almost perfect. Until the taxi.
yeah.
Until the taxi.
Bit unfortunate there.
Oh. Some major ping gun
First
down
blood
bot side.
gold, or first turret gold going to Ezreal, so Ezreal's even more stronger than ever now, so yeah, if anyone's going to carry it, it is going to be him, and we're going to see if Dream to Meme can live up to his name and make Monsoon's dreams come true. But we do have beautiful Dwayne taking this top lane turret and slowly whittling out the Alistair in the top side. So the game has slowed down a little bit until the next part of objectives will come up here. But hopefully Laboon will be able to speed the game up, because he does quite he does quite a bit of damage now with Ludens. And we do have Foreign being picked up here by Jonu. Jonu is a big boy. And he's going to pick up Charybdis here, but he's able to kite it out barely. And we do have the sleep just missing from Zoe here. Bit of a knockup coming from Kiters, but does not follow it through. On Fleek is burning. If he gets hit by one more combo, he will burn out, but he's able to pile it out of there. So both teams just testing each other.
That was a close fight.
It was. And we do have 3 low team members on the side of Monsoon, just chilling out here in the mid lane. And right now it looks like a bit of a CS diff on the side of Team Storm, but they're just so behind in gold that it's a bit hard for them to come back into this game. They really will need to pick up that Ezreal soon. And another tower falling for beautiful Dwayne in the top side. And yeah, raise your dongers in the chat. It's just, we don't see Heimerdinger that often. It's good to see him just do his thing in the top side.
Sorry, game sound is apparently buggered. I'm just gonna try and fix that.
Alright, well, Nash is going to try and fix that one. But we do have Team Storm looking at the Ripped Herald here at the 15-minute mark. But we do have Team Monsoon trying to scope it out. Charybdis does get collapsed on by Onfleek and Jonu, and he will pay for it with his life. And Charybdis does fall there. A bit of a sleep coming in from Laboon, and Foreign is now at half HP. Brilliant follow. It does land a nice stun combo, and unfortunately Laboon will die for his efforts. And we do have Kiters, well, Cicadas, but Foreign actually goes in with a knockup here. Beautiful Dwayne is able to flash out, and a bit of a miscommunication coming in from the Alistair and the Rakan. So beautiful Dwayne able to flash out of that just in the nick of time. But we do have him going back in once again, popping his ultimate, and they're all just diving. The poor Heimerdinger. The Ezreal ult comes in, but only tickles the Alistair and the Rakan. But Jonu's looking for a big play here, but I don't think they're going to give it to him. So he's probably going to look for any sort of stragglers in the enemy jungle, and Onfleek and the Ezreal poke will start to build up as this game progresses.
Yes, sir. I just checked the stream. The game sounded fine. I don't know what Data's on about.
Oh.
Yeah, oh well. Oh, doesn't quite land.
Oh, well, maybe give us a bit more detail, Gator, if you can. But yeah, we want to make sure the stream's nice and schmick before we start the next game, that's for sure. But we do have a 3k gold lead coming in for Team Monsoon. Let's see if Laboon lands a big combo. Just misses and mistimes that one. So yeah, right now it looks like a bit of a team fight diff onto the side of Team Monsoon. They're just a bit cleaner at the moment. Hopefully Team Storm are able to find those fights for Charybdis so he can generate a lot more gold. But not burning ultimate there is probably not a good idea, but I guess he just wants to farm as quick as possible here. We do have the Yasuo looking at beautiful Dwayne here. Does use the last breath on him, but gets absolutely stun locked and chunked out there, unfortunately. And if he's actually going to walk into that turret, he might die by the burn. Zero impacted, just pretty much going to get Azir ulted here, and he will probably die for his efforts. On Fleek does have enough mana to poke him out just for a bit longer, but Zero Impacted's ult just came back up, and I think he may be able to get out of here because On Fleek's going to run out of mana, and it's going to be a bit sad for him. He's just going to knock him up and knock him away here, but I think he could have walked out. He's just playing with him. But On Fleek does have enough mana now, and the Alistair's Iron Will has expired, and does land a flash, but unfortunately, I think he might just get out of here. The mana is ticking back up for On Fleek, but he goes the wrong way, and Alistair's able to get out, and a bit of a escape coming through for Zero Impacted on the Alistair pick. But that is warded, and On Fleek will pay with his life, and he will fall to William Polio's brand. But we do have Dragon being picked up as a consequence of that. So 2 dragons on the side of Team Storm. No, sorry, Team Monsoon now. So they do have a nice win condition with that Infernal Soul going to be picked up, hopefully in the next 15 minutes or so. But we do have a bit of counter jungling coming in from Jono. Jono has been farming quite well into this brand, but Alistair, Alistair just being a bit cheeky with his words, but On Fleek well, pretty much giving him the logical response in that one. But I gotta say, first time we're seeing an Alistair solo lane, and yeah, it's doing surprisingly well, all things considered. So hopefully Team Storm are able to reel this one back in. But we do have a tower slowly being whittled down here by the Alistair, but we're going to see if it's actually going to fall. It's not going to quite fall, unfortunately. We do have On Fleek here. Trying to try and poke him out. His ultimate is back up if he wants to take this, but Alistair's ultimate is up as well. But we do have the cavalry coming in, Team Monsoon, to the top side here, and I think Alistair is just going to walk out of this one, and we're going to see if he can do anything. Well, we have Jono finally going in to Zero Impacted here. He does pop his ultimate, and he's just getting moved around here a lot, and the Azir ultimate finally comes through. Dream to Meet just landing a bit of poke here, but he does get caught here. Dream to Meet's in a bit of trouble. He instantly has to flash and Arcane Shift out. On Fleek will slightly burn down eventually, but the level up actually saves him here. Jonu's on a killing spree, able to pick up Charybdis. The Azure ult actually comes in. William Polio is one shot. Foreign is one shot here, but he doesn't fancy his chance any much. But we do have Laboon looking, and he's searching for these two. And the sleep just misses onto the side of Foreign, and Yasuo picking up the bot lane turret for his efforts.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh, and we have the tier 2 towers being whittled down by Team Monsoon here. And I think they're going to pick this one up. I don't think Alistair can do anything about it. And they pick up 750 gold for their efforts, and that balloons their lead to nearly 5,000 gold. Those tier 2 turrets are worth a lot in the current patch. So if you want an extra 700, 800, even up to 1,000 gold, take those tier 2 turrets. They're pretty juicy indeed. Alpha Arcade just says all sound is off, not just game sound. It sounds like my sister is streaming the audio through a tin and walkie-talkie.
Yeah. I tried having a look. I'll have to have a better look at it after the game's over. I'll have to screw with too many things if I look at it now.
Alright, well, I'll see if I can do anything about it on my end then. Is it my voice that sounds a bit scuffed?
it's also game sound, so it is. So I'll have a look.
Okay.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Alright, I'm just trying to fix something on my side. Test 1 2, test 1 2. I don't know, I changed some things on my end. Hopefully it sounds a bit better. Yeah, that could be the case. You might have to disable the desktop speakers, Nash, if that's an option.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like it's trying to come through your... I don't think your mic will be able to pick it up, but... Alright, we have Foreign coming in with a big combo here, and Laboon will get picked up quite easily here. Jonu can get picked up as well. The last breath comes through for Yasuo, but they don't have the damage to deal with this Riven just yet. Riven will be able to kite this one out, and he does dash. Ooh, this is a bit big for Riven, but unfortunately does not have the HP to get through it. A big shutdown coming onto the side of Team Storm. On Fleek looking for a combo here. He does land really and Poly here. They're all pretty much one shot here. We do have Dream to Meme picking up everyone onto the side, and we do have On Fleek and Beautiful Dwayne challenging the Alistair in the mid lane, and they're going to pick up this other tier 2 as well. And it seems like Team Monsoon is picking up the pace here in this game.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh yeah, I can hear it coming through your mic, the speakers, Nash.
Can you?
Yeah, barely. I can barely hear it now. So, is the game sound playing through your desktop speakers?
No, not from the desktop speakers.
Because I can hear it being repeated, like there's an echo in the Matrix. Probably something to check after the game, but we do have a 4K gold lead coming through now. I'm not sure, Charybdis, you'll have to let me know, but a big combo coming in for the Yasuo and the Alistair here. They're able to pick up On Fleek in the mid lane here. Laboon is charmed, and we do have Yasuo finally coming in. And it looks like the cavalry has arrived for the side of Team Storm here. They're just picking off Team Monsoon one by one. Jonu's trying to combo this, but he just doesn't have the health bar to do it. Charybdis does cash in, but Dream to Meme is legendary. So a big cash in on the side of Charybdis on his Draven pick here. And that will probably bring him back in the game quite considerably. A juicy additional 500 something gold in his pocket for those adoration stacks. But yeah, the game is starting to speed up now a little bit. Ooh, Yasuo looking at Dream to Meme here, but unfortunately does get the shutdown to Laboon on his Zoe. And right now, Baron is being pinged by Team Monsoon as the Yasuo has fallen, the biggest threat onto the side of Team Storm at the moment. And we do have a bit of a turret bush scenario coming through, Nash, for Beautiful Dwayne. He's got a bunch of turrets in the bush just waiting. Dream to Meme sitting on vision, and he will get picked up here and comboed, and a bit of disrespect coming through, and another shutdown onto the side of Charybdis with his Draven pick. And yeah, this is a community match Mick, so yeah, this is to substitute the ADA and old F4 game to be played offline at a slightly later date. So community came through, and yeah, the other players have banded together, and we have this makeshift game, as you will. So we do have Baron being taken here by Team Monsoon here, and Jonu picks up the Baron Nashor for his squad here. So
Onward!
probably from this Baron push, I would guess. So we're going to see if that actually happens. But yeah, pretty standard build coming through Ezreal here with his Muramana Triforce of Bloodthirster. But yeah, the Yasuo is pretty fed himself, and Charybdis is keeping himself healthy, so they'll probably have another chance or two to try and take this game back here, but yeah, this deficit is a bit hard to come back from.
It's smaller than the diagram.
Alright, so right now both teams are just brushing each other, trying to get any sort of juicy picks. It did work last time to the Dream to Meme, but I don't think he's going to fall for it again. You can just throw Mystic shots into any brush as he wishes. But we do have Team Monsoon finally pushing with their Baron pick. Oh, sorry, with their Baron buff. But Yasuo looking to combo. Beautiful Dwang here, but I think he's going to get picked up here by the turret, and it is a 1-for-1 trade. And Draven getting more money in his pockets. So far, it's just a 1-for-1 trade. We have Zero impacted in the bot lane, just shoving those turrets, but finally he realizes they have Baron buff, so I need to get back there for my squad. And they're going to knock out the first inhibitor for this game. So they are knocking onto the Nexus turrets a little bit here, but they don't quite have the minion wave to push that one through. But if they do get a pick, they're able to find it. They do find Brilliant Polly onto the side here. He does have Zhonya's. Jonu's forced back out. A beautiful flash coming through from Brilliant Polio here. And we do have a big combo coming in from OnFleek, able to pick up Charybdis, but he does get stunned under the turret, but he just lives on a sliver of health. And Dream to Meme, with the amount of gold in his wallet, is able to pick up the lingering members. And we do have Laboon pushing these Nexus turrets. And we do have a TP coming in from OnFleek. A Drowsy comes back for Laboon here, but I don't think Yasuo will be able to pilot this one out. He does not have last breath just yet, and he does get picked up by OnFleek. So Team Monsoon hitting the Nexus, and they're going to close this game out. The Zero impact didn't have anything to say about on the Alistair. No, he just gets missile to the face by beautiful Dwang. That is a good game well played for this community match, and it looks like Team Monsoon has taken out Team Storm, just like before in our previous All-Star match nearly 2 years ago. OnFleek or Faker? Oh, yeah, I'd say OnFleek at the moment, showing us the Azir prowess. But we do have Nash trying to fix things in the background. But yeah, I would say it was a pretty high ceiling game. But now we're going to pretty much start game 2 here. So this time maybe I'll get Nash to create the game. If he's having sound issues, it's better that the actual host creates the game.
Alright.
I will get him to do that, but let us know, chat, if the sound sounds like there's an echo in here, or if it's scuffed or anything like that, please. But yeah, we're going to get pretty much started on game 2. And I believe we have Fish versus MMA, and I think this is technically a do or die game for MMA, so we're going to see if they can pull this one out. But if they do lose today, I would say, yeah, their chances are impossible, but you never know what can happen. And MMA have beaten Fish before, but without. But this time their captain is back, C4J, aka Dana, aka Best Ezreal in the comps. So we're going to see if MMA have anything to say about it. And I'll just confirm blue side and red side. And it is Fish blue side and MMA red side. So team 1 for Fishing Esports. Yes, the real game does start now, and you'll have to show us why you're the, the best Charybdis, and C4J, even though he's gone down a bit in elo, he doesn't necessarily care about it. He's going to show us why he's potentially the best AD carry in the competition. You're a bit of a troll, aren't you? Is it, how do you pronounce it? Ketas, Kitres? Not sure. But, yeah, pretty funny. But nah, Kled will invite his lads into the game. It'll be fine. But we do have a substitute onto the side of Oh, give me a sec. Beautiful Dwang has asked me a message. Just waiting for MMA to get in here, then we'll get the party started. Alright, who is on MMA squad? Are they online? But yeah, we'll wait till a bit after 7, but sooner we start the better. Yeah, Cled the Sped 1v5, Charybdis.
Oh. Oh, that's nice.
Any predictions for this game, Nash? Or are you still sorting out the sound?
Still sorting out the sound. Hmm. I mean, for this game, it could go either way.
That's true. I mean, they did beat Fishing before, but that was without C4J.
So now with
Now he's
C4J,
here.
it's gonna be even worse when they lose. That's
Yeah, but
crazy.
they do have an emergency substitute, and MMA say it was okay. But Cody is subbing in for, I believe, it's called the Boosted Animal,
Wow.
or Samurai Kimchi. Sorry, that one of those two players. Both of those players aren't available, so their emergency sub Cody is probably another master tier jungler. Let's be honest, but he's probably right now Diamond 4, 3 or 4. So yeah, we're gonna find out if MMA wants some fish and chips tonight, or if somehow a fish out of water is better at MMA than the actual monks themselves. So they're just waiting for their ADC, and hopefully that will only take a couple of minutes. But I guess we can go through the standings real quick. We'll have to update them after today.
Yep.
So for now, first place we have Warped. 6 wins and 1 loss. Their only loss is to Team Destiny, and Warped got their revenge again against them with their first game in the second part of the season. Then we have Jupai's Angels dropping early games to Warped and Fishing Esports, but they've bounced back quite well, winning all their games ever since. And we do have Old F4, 4 and 2 at the moment. They're looking pretty good as well. And we do have Destiny and Fishing Esports tied for that 4th spot. So every game for them is probably important moving on out. Because we have ADA right behind them, only 1 game behind them. So if they are able to take a game off Destiny or Fish, or maybe even both Nash, it would be pretty spicy to see. And we do have MMA, like you said, the gatekeepers of the competition. And if they're able to gatekeep Fish in this bout, it would be pretty spicy indeed, and would probably put the Fish on ventilators.
Hmm.
If they're able to upset them here, but pretty stacked matchup to be honest. Having C4J and AD carry, Cryptus mid, and Cody jungle, but it's sort of also balanced out by Kelthalis and Viasynth in their lanes as well. So pretty well balanced team in all honesty in terms of elo. But you know, those are the three all stars at the moment, or the three blind mice. We'll find out soon. So we're going to see if MMA have cooked anything up for them, and yeah, we'll find out if they're going to have any sort of fish and chips. Yeah, this game's just for me. Oh, you guys are sweet, but I'll turn myself up a little bit.
I
Or
just
you can
turned you
turn
up.
me up, Nash.
Yeah, I just turned you up.
It's also my voice. I'm not 100%. I've had a fever in the last couple of days, so if I'm not loud enough, just let me know. But yeah, we do have time to Heim. That's MMA's AD carry, not Kitress. So he's Warp's ADC. So now you guys are aware of that. Yeah, looks like we're just going to get right into ban phase here, and we're going to see if both teams are going to take their ban phases seriously. Both teams are looking for the dub. Will Fishing Esports fall again to MMA, or will Fishing able to exact their revenge? But we do have pretty standard bans coming out on the side. Casio, Kled taken out. They don't want to deal with Kled the Sped. Unfortunately, Kled's still got other champions in his kit, but I feel like his Kled's like, you know, master tier type of skill champion. So definitely his OTP, but we do have Corki and Ari being taken out respectively. So yeah, not sure why Ari's been taken away when Charybdis is a AD carry mid himself. So he'll definitely have his pick of the litter, but we do have the Blitzcrank being taken away, so they don't want any chances of a Blitzcrank roam coming through for the side of MMA, but pretty sure they're probably going to ban another AD carry here unless they want to deal with a certain support. And they do ban the Leona as a counter, so that does leave Nautilus, Rel up, and those type of champions for the support role. But we do have Ezreal here, and I believe Fishing can flex this pick quite well, but C4J has shown why he is arguably the best Ezreal in the competition, because no one else has really had a pop-off game besides him. But we do have Vel'Koz being covered here and taken for the side of MMA, and that can be technically flexed mid, but it's more of a support pick in the current patch. So we're going to see what MMA are cooking up here at the moment. But Nash, do you think MA going to do it? Let's call it right now without even seeing the rest of the champions. You reckon MA is going to do it? Oh, right. So we do have Jhin being locked here, and we do have Lucian. So they have played this combo before. Lucian is very strong in lane phase and still strong outside of lane. It just depends how far he gets ahead in that early game, but they can technically still flex at bot lane if Nami is going to be locked in as well. But Lucian mid is pretty much the meta at the moment, just pretty much counteracts any sort of strong laner coming out to the side of MMA in the mid lane. But will they pick a, you know, something like a Malphite or a Mordekaiser? We do have Mordekaiser being picked here, and this will probably be a first for Kled the Sped, unless it's being transitioned into the jungle or the mid lane. Mordekaiser is prominent in the top side, but he can technically still be flexed, and they can still run a Mordekaiser Yuumi bot lane if they really wanted to. But yeah, we're probably not going to see that regardless.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, I was just trying to.
He's back. All right. So we got a bit of juicy picks coming onto the side of MMA. They've been cooking a little bit with the Mordekaiser and Vel'Koz.
Yeah.
So we've got pretty standard picks coming onto the side of Fishing Esports, as you can see. Looks like they're going to be banning out Happy Big Dimsum's jungle. And he has been one of the more standout players on the side of MMA. He has been popping off in some of his games, that's for sure. But we do have Graves being banned here. I just want to make sure they don't verse 3 ADCs, I suppose. But we're going to see what the last band is. Hopefully it's another jungle ban, and it kind of makes Happy Big Dim Sim go deeper into his pocket. But he still has the pick like the Viego, he still has the pick like the Gragas, but he's also been practicing another pick, so we're going to see if that actually happens today. But the Nautilus being taken away here, so they don't want any sort of click R and engage onto those 80 carries, so the only ones that are really left are probably like Rakan and Rel, which are pretty hard, but you can also still play the Maokai here, so MMA definitely flexing to the absolute limit, Nash. Technically, they have a three-way flex on the side of Vel'Koz, Mordekaiser, and the Maokai, but we're going to see what Fishing are cooking up here. And they're playing it relatively safe here with the Lulu pick here, so this is a first for Zythinth, Visynth, I believe. So, and we do have a Diana being locked in here. Cody showing he is playing Diana jungle, and most likely Zach top for Charybdis here. And yeah,
fellas.
picking Diana into that comp is a bit risky. Mordekaiser can sort of negate her combo, but that means Diana should be looking for permanent bot side into this matchup. So we're going to see what MMA are cooking. And they're probably going to pick a mid laner here. And they might transition Maokai into the top side to counter that Zac, but we're going to see. And that's what they're going to do. And they have picked Vi into... Maokai into support. So we do have Vel'Koz in the mid lane against Charybdis. What are your thoughts on these comps now?
Very interesting. I mean, you've got a double ADC on one side, but the other side you've got Vel'Koz. It depends. I mean, they've got the Maokai ult and the Vial and the Mordekaiser ult to try and keep these ADCs in check, but at the same time, they're very mobile ADCs. So, more than likely, Fishing are going to have a lot funner time just running through MMA, but who knows? Maybe Vi is just going to be the one-shot machine, and Mordekaiser will take just permanent vacations to Brazil. Those who dare. But you know what?
That's it.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. I'm kind of rooting for both teams here. I think this is MMA's last chance to, even though they already have a small chance to get back in this competition, this is sort of their do or die game. And if they lose this one, it's going to be nearly, if not impossible, to come back. And Fishing Esports want to solidify their top 4 with this dub as well. So, and they're looking for their revenge against MMA. But let us know in the chat. Do you think MMA is going to take this one out, or will Fish apply a tidal wave stomp to the side of Monk Mode activate? But I got to say, I think MMA's setup is pretty good for skirmishers. So they got any sort of Maokai long range engage with Vel'Koz, and they got the Deadly Flourish from Jhin, which will set up Vi very, very easily to get whatever pick, because Zac won't be able to tank all that damage, and if he's playing top side, the Diana is a bit vulnerable, but they do have the Lulu to back him up. So comp wise, I would say if Mordekaiser neutralizes that Diana in any way, shape or form, it's going to be really hard for Fish to not fall behind in the as the game scales. But you can never count out probably the 2 best AD carries in the comp in C4J and Charybdis. But, there's got to be a shout out to, On Fleek, Dirty Gator, Ezra, and all the other ADCs as well. Is Charybdis washed? We're going to find out. Is C4J going to pop off again on his Ezreal? He better, because he's got a Lulu in his pocket. But on that note, I think I'm going to make myself a coffee. I'm feeling pretty sick at the moment, so I'll be right back. But maybe give us a shout out to our sponsors, Nash.
What a good time to segue it out. Alrighty, well, what do we got ourselves today? Of course, we got our usual major sponsors. I'd like to thank, of course, Tangled Ventures, The Array, Paul's Iced Coffee, and, of course, big man himself, Next Tier Studios. Good old Davo. Couldn't obviously have this season without all our sponsors, so thank you very much for jumping on board. And, of course, can't forget our minor sponsors now. And for our minor sponsors, we've got, I think it's McDonald's Vigo group. I always get confused with that one. I try to go on the Darwin group, but McDonald's Vigo group, Urban Tactics, Pathfinders NT, and of course Joyce Main Darwin. Yeah, thank you everyone. I've missed it. No, not yet. We're just gonna chill on the screen for a bit. There's like 30 seconds left until the game is underway. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, never mind. Not even 30 seconds. We're already in game. Damn. Calling me a liar. Dunk. That or the... It just died. We're about to find out. Oh, we didn't die. Oh, I forgot to do that. Where is it? Dunk. Oh, beauty. And, oh. Damn, almost perfect. There we go. Is that popping up on stream?
All right, I'm back.
Oh, I'm just gonna...
It's the quickest ice latte I've ever made, but that's why I have a
There
coffee
we
drip
go.
set up to do that.
That was weird. I didn't swap over for a minute there, but alright, we are underway.
All right, we're all set up, ready to go. Just a note, we have been getting service provider issues as of the last 2 days up here in the territory, so hopefully we don't experience any sort of outage or any sort of shenanigans in our stream tonight, but we'll see how that goes, and hopefully certain players are on higher ping, but we just got to take it as it is because we have loaded pretty much into this game, but I'm just glad to see Diana being picked in this game, especially by the emergency sub for Cody on the side of Fishing Esports. But yeah, with these slow load times, obviously someone has the potato. Nash, who do you think has the potato?
It's for sure. Oh, it's for sure C4J. He's got the potato.
C4J's got the potato.
Yeah, I've seen that man pedaling his heart out. Alright. Oh, hitting the air guitar already. Oh, actually, no, it's an actual electric guitar. Never mind.
Alright, so we've got a couple of pings going out. The confidence coming out from both of these squads.
Looks like it's just a 5-point start for Fish.
Yeah, but MMA are just like, we're just going to send it. So, yeah, hopefully they go through where Lulu is. It's probably the best way to catch someone out. But Kled the Sped has flexed his champion pool a little bit. Hopefully it's not too late into the season because it pretty much is. But he does have the Mordekaiser with Ghost. So we're going to see if Kelthalas can get those grasp stacks into the Mordekaiser pick. But, you can infinitely stack that grasp as the game goes on. But Mordekaiser definitely wins that matchup. Diana does win the matchup against Vi in terms of jungle clear, but then in skirmishes, it's pretty much 50-50. But we're going to see how good Cody is as a diamond level jungler. Maybe another master tier player for all we know, Nash.
Of course, Donna wouldn't get another person if he wasn't masters. Like, he's got to have them all.
You got to meet that baseline criteria, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, sipping on my iced coffee, you would say. But unfortunately, it is not polls. But we do have Rune into this matchup into Charybdis, and if Vel'Koz can pilot this with his abilities, I think he'll be relatively fine into this matchup. But Charybdis, as soon as he hits level 2, you should be able to bully the Vel'Koz pretty quickly on this Vel'Koz pick. And I think C4J and Lulu are just going to be looking to scale up pretty freely. They don't want to deal with the Jhin or the Maokai early on into the game, but I would like Bison to be poking a little bit more as the Lulu, but looks like level 2 Prio is definitely going to go onto the side of MMA in this early part of the game. But we do have Kelthalas trying to heal up. He doesn't realize how much danger he's actually in here. If Kled the Sped stacks his Conqueror, misses a pretty vital pullback, and Kelthalas actually gets him over his life there.
He does.
So Ghost popped for Kled the Sped, does miss the quick first blood in my opinion, but I guess Kelthalas had flash as well, but it was a bit dangerous there just for a moment, but at least they expended the Ghost and he's got the Doran shield to heal that back up, but Diana and Vi are pretty much on farming duty till probably when Scuttle crabs come up, but it looks like Vi will have Prior in the bot side, and I think Diana will just be farming up, but is looking for a pretty cheeky gank early on into Kled the Sped. Probably not ideal here, but I'm guessing he's just going for a bit of information. I don't think Healthalis will be able to bait Kled the Sped much further than he is now, and he's probably aware that a jungler could be the vicinity, so I would like Diana to actually go back and farm his jungle. But a couple of pings coming out here.
Unlucky.
But unlucky indeed. So yeah, I can hear a little bit of feedback coming through your side, Nash. I'm not sure what that is.
Oh, can you?
I can hear myself. That's the thing. Feedback through your side. Not sure if the chat or the viewers can hear that as well, but just let us know, chat, if you can hear us some sort of echo or scuff in the audio. But Nash thinks it's okay, but just still let us know regardless. But we do have Vi pretty much doing his full clear. Happy Big Dim Sim does have the edge up in Cody, so Cody's definitely 30-40 seconds behind tempo here. So hopefully Happy Big Dim Sim's able to translate that into some sort of meaningful gank or objective. But C4J just pretty much trying to BM MMA here, that's for sure. But Charybdis starting to build up a CS lead in this mid lane matchup. Rune's just playing to survive, but should be trying to farm up. It's not good to miss 2 complete waves in this early game. It's a bit rough, that's for sure. But Charybdis showing us why he's not washed. Has only missed a couple of CS in this mid lane matchup, which is good to see. But I think Kled the Sped's definitely taking advantage of Kelthalis. That's quite a big CS discrepancy, isn't it, Nash?
Just a little bit, just a teeny bit.
He just says game audio is weird.
Yeah, I see that.
I know, I can just hear slight feedback coming through, like the audio is being played through the headset and through desktop as well. I don't know if like your monitor has speakers.
I disabled it. It's only the one. I've only got the one. I've disabled everything else. I also don't see any feedback.
All right. Well, I'm sure Nash has done the best he can, so we'll just keep going on along with it until, you know, it becomes too much of a problem. But Charybdis is level 6 here, does not dash in time, so maybe he is washed after all, but does not dodge that knock-up, that slow knock-up coming in from Rune. But yeah, he's going to build his CS lead up even more, and James, aka Charybdis, is going to show us why he is the best player in the tournament, because that's what he's trying to state here in this game. So played the Sped here, looking for a plate, and he will pick it up here, but Healthalis is making it really annoying. A big flash play coming in from Happy Big Dim Sim. Deadly Flourish is flashed away by C4J here, so Happy Big Dim Sim did make a good play in the bot side here. So C4J slightly vulnerable, but that will probably prompt the dragon for the side of MMA, and we do have Cody on the Diana, pretty much taking away the grubs in this scenario, but first Infernal Dragon is always good. But Kled the Sped's making this a bit hard here, but this is also an int play. But he has to ult Cody here straight away, but he does get the Void Grubs in time, and I think Cody's just going to die for his efforts. And a flash coming in through, and I think this actually saves Kled. No, Kelthalis lands the knock-up combo, and Charybdis picks up the consequential kill there as a result. So, yeah. Rune pushing in the mid lane, trying to pick up a cheeky play, but won't be able to. So Charybdis is able to pick that one up. He lands a decent combo, but Rune does miss out on his cues. So lane states have now come back, and slight gold lead, very slight gold lead onto the side of Fishing Esports. So unfortunately the Diana falls there in that grub, but was able to pick up all 3 grubs as a result. Is it gone now, Brayden? Does my sound... Do I sound robotic? Do I sound like I'm from Cyberpunk Future? Let me know. Oh, it's back. Alright. I'll just check if it's my side.
No, I was just playing around with some stuff. Probably just from what I was doing.
He's saying that I sound robotic. Very robotic.
You sound fine on my end, but...
All right, well, right now I sound like I'm from a cyberpunk distant future. Oh, it's gone now? Thank you. All right, a big combo coming in from Happy Big Dim Sim does land the ultimate. Kled the Sped is also rotated here in time, and Kelthalis does not get there in time to save his jungler. So the Kled the Sped train might be happening in this game because they don't have a lot to do with this Mordekaiser if he gets on the top of Fishing Esports once he gets that Rylai's and his core items. So yeah, VOD review coming later, that's for sure, brother. That's for sure. But Time to Heim is a bit vulnerable. He is a bit low here, but he does hit level 6 Fire Synth. Just landing that annoying poke as a Lulu. And a big ultimate coming through. C4J goes right in between the goalposts. But they should... Oh, very big Q coming onto Time to Heim here. He is a bit dangerous. He's in a bit of danger if they dive this with the Diana. But they do see the Diana on a ward, so this should give ample time for the side of MMA to make sure Time to Heim doesn't get picked up here. And yeah, another beautiful Q coming in for C4J, and single digit HP for Time to Heim. Just lives on a slither and he's forced to back here. So it would be really good if C4J had ult right about now, that's for sure. But he did waste it earlier. But yeah, two big plates coming onto the side of Fishing Esports, and they're trying to squeeze back this gold lead based off that skirmish earlier. Right now, Cody is struggling into this jungle matchup, but has picked up 3 big grubs for the side of his team. And we're going to see if they challenge the next dragon or prioritize 6 grubs. But I'm surprised I haven't seen Charybdis abuse this Vel'Koz more. I guess Rune is really trying to space out Charybdis, make sure he doesn't get ganked by the Vi. But while the Vi ult is down, Charybdis should be looking to play really aggressive into this Vel'Koz. But is taking the safer route here, making sure he gets his first core item before he makes any sort of risky play, I would say. Because Vel'Koz can 100 to 0 him.
Yeah.
So we're going to see how that goes.
Looks like we might be getting a triple threat on the mid lane here. Oh, does flash
Yep,
away.
Is it enough?
It's enough!
It's enough!
He's washed,
Maokai,
baby!
tree
He's
coming out of the
washed!
jungle Nash, picks up Charybdis in the mid lane on the very corner of his Maokai ultimate.
Damn, that's crazy.
And, yeah, alright, MMA have shown up here.
The
Big
Avengers
ultimates coming onto the side.
The Avengers rocked up and said, nah, dog, you're gone. Oh. Can he?
He's just taking his time. He's taking his time, but he does land the 4th shot.
Nice.
So I'll give him that. But yeah, just the way they can combo and get picks, it was very prominent there onto the side of MMA. The fact that Charybdis had to blow flash instead of trying to dodge the Vi combo. It just, if Maokai is able to land anything, it's going to be a bit of trouble coming into the side of Fishing Esports. But Diana counter jungling really, really well, but he is in a bit of trouble if Rune decides to come in. But Kelthalis is caught sleeping here, but I think Kled the Sped misses his combo, and Kelthalis gets out once again, Nash. He gets out once again.
He doesn't know ulti?
No.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep. But a bit of a CS gap coming in the bot lane. C4J showing Time to Heim, who is the better AD carry in this current game.
Whoa. What's this? What's
James, it's
doing?
hard for us to look away, bro. It's really hard for us to look away, you know? We're the shoutcast.
Yeah.
But Kled the Sped showing this Mordekaiser pick off, which is really, really good. But Rune landing a couple of spells. It's pretty good. Pretty good for Rune. So Rune chilling in the mid lane, just trying to survive the lane phase. Alright, we have a bit of a combo coming in from Diana. Unfortunately, does not combo correctly, and Sai is able to get out of dodge for that one. So I would have liked a Lulu ultimate to come through if Cody was able to correctly combo with the Diana, but use the E first and then the alt Q. It's not going to really make anyone quiver at this point in the game. So has rushed the Nashes and should be trying to outfarm the Vi here, but Happy Big Dim Sim showing us why he is the better jungler in this current matchup at the moment. Nash is just yeah, it's always the Happy Big Dim Sim show on the side of MMA, isn't it?
Yes, sir. I mean, when I versed him, he didn't really do much. No. But yeah, he's doing quite well. Oh, he's going.
Yeah, he's doing quite well.
second grab.
Cody is an emergency sub, but he's not a slouch by all means. He is a diamond level jungler, according to Dana, but I think he's kind of lying.
I think he's lying
big
again.
combo comes in for Rune, but just misses the knock up there. So Krib is showing us why he has hands, and that saves his life in that scenario. But that forces him out, unfortunately. He does have a TP, but if MMA start this dragon, Fishing can't respond. So the second dragon here is going to get picked up on the side
and
of
they're responding.
MMA. The C4J gets a steal, or Cody goes over the wall. Hopefully he knows the Diana mechanic to get over that wall, but if they drag the dragon... Ooh,
Master v
played the
Master.
spin here.
And he's...
Oh no, he's on the very edge, and
bonk.
Charybdis, we're looking away again, but I will not talk about that. Vi does find Cody, and Cody falls, and we do have Jin ulting here, and they're going to secure the dragon.
No,
and
it's happening
Alpha
again.
Arcadia says, uh-oh,
It's happening
what is
again.
going on here? Alpha Arcadia, fill us in, what is going on? I think,
That's right,
yeah,
Gator.
it's
That's
not
right.
looking too good.
That's right, Gator. 88 Dream Run Believers, rise up. Let's go, baby. Come on, MA. Let's go, MA.
Alright, I can hear C4J cracking his neck. He's like, man, I got a 1v9 this game. Really? I really got to do it.
Golly.
But he's got the Lulu, so he can technically do it. But if Kled the Sped gets too big, I don't think anyone's going to run away from that fella. So
Oh, we got a jungle top
Yeah.
gap SMH in the chat. All right, damn. Didn't have to disrespect my boys like that. Golly.
yeah, but besides all of that happening, it's still even in gold. So it just shows how efficient fishing esports is. But a big flash coming in to the side of Viasynth there.
Is this...
Bit of a misclick, I would imagine. So maybe he was trying to pick up a polymorph there,
The stress?
so C4J could get the damage.
The tension?
But they're going to pick up this tower here. I think Time to Hunt needs to back off, or he's going to die.
Yeah,
he's going to
Time's a
die.
bit-
Unfortunately, he stayed a bit too
Yeah.
long, and C4J picks it up. But as a consequence, Kelthalis will fall in the
Lily?
top lane here. A three-man gangbang, unfortunately, for the side
Oh,
of
no.
Kelthalis. And yeah, he's going to get triple ganked here, and they should give it to Kled because he is the primary carry for this team. And he's going to pick that one up quite easily. And Kelthalis finally falls for the first time in this game. Rune testing Charybdis in the mid lane here. If he does land another combo, Maokai is waiting in the bushes. He is looking for Charybdis, and Charybdis just sees him. He's like, yeah, that's not going to happen to me again.
no.
But we do have C4J playing side lane here very aggressively onto the side of Fishing. And yeah, picking up that tier 2 tower gold is a lot of gold. So if you got the chance to pick that up early, you should.
Oh, Time could be getting
Cody
jumped here.
looking at Time to Heim. He does not have summoners, and Cody is able to not pick that one. Oh, Cody just, oh my god, it's so close.
Oh, wait.
And no,
No.
yeah, he gets out. It's okay.
gets out.
Charybdis, cool, calm, collected,
Pins
and
himself.
calculated the 4 triple C's for that. Combo. Happy Dim Sim is trying to find him, but
Yep.
they should pick up this mid lane turret, and
Except
I think there was
Cathalis is
17 HP on the side of Charybdis, so yeah, he's able to get get out of dodge on that one. Happy Big Dim Sim.
Good dodge, good
The
dodge.
shortest rift play I've ever seen.
Nah, he dodged, he
Picks
dodged.
up the turret.
Good dodge, good dodge.
Good dodge indeed, but the gold is still even, so it just goes to show how
Yep.
efficient fishing esports are in their lane phase. So that's mostly on the side of C4J, showing that he's the best Ezreal in the competition.
Isn't he the only Ezreal in the competition? No.
There's others.
is
It's a
it?
pretty common
Yeah.
champion, I would imagine.
Yeah, it is, especially with the meta at the moment. But very interesting nonetheless. I think we've got...
Oh, Time's going to get picked up
He's
here
gonna
again,
get-
unfortunately.
Oh.
And one more auto is going to seal his fate. And Time to Heim, just not respecting the no vision that they don't, well, they basically don't have. But Kelthal is going to test Rune here in the 1v1, but he does not have magic resist besides the Merc Treads. But the base damage coming out of the Zac is a lot here, and the healing as well. So I think Kelthalis is going to pick up Rune here, but he's going to try and combo him, but he's going to flash behind him, and Rune falls. Fishing Esports have woken up. As soon as Kelthalis gets a kill, I think it's honestly game over. It's just, if he's getting kills, then the rest of the team should be getting kills.
The disrespect.
But the disrespect indeed. So we do have them poising for the mid lane here. Sai's trying to get them off the turret, but it's just, they're not able to do so until the other picks actually get here. So Fishing Esports trying to take turrets as quick as possible. Ezreal is pretty big at this point in the game, but so is the Vi and Mordekaiser. So right now it's on the back of C4J, and hopefully he'll be able to bring his team further into the lead here. But Kelthalis is probably caught here, unfortunately. Vi does miss the big combo, and we're going to see if he gets out. But the Vi ultimate comes through, perfectly timed, Kled the Sped's ult, and he's going to pick up another kill. So if Kled the Sped wasn't scary enough, he is even more scarier now. So as soon as he gets onto an 80 carry with a bit of armor, I don't think any ADC is getting away, Nash. I don't think any ADC is getting away.
I don't know. Ezreal does kind of teleport a lot. But we'll see.
Oh, if he gets altered, yeah, it's a bit rough. But C4J does have the hands to outplay Kled. I'm going to see if that's going to be the case. But right now, Time to Heim is just struggling into this matchup. C4J showing us why he is a really good 80 carry on the side of fishing. And right now, Charybdis is slightly struggling into this matchup, but he is doing the best that he can to make sure he gets that experience so he doesn't fall too far behind. And we do have Cody trying to farm up the best he can, because right now Happy Big Dim Sim does have a considerable lead onto him. But this dragon is probably really important to the side of MMA to stifle Fishing's sort of counter matchup into this game. But we do have the dragon finally started on MMA, and I think Cody is going to give that one up because a big. Ooh, so there was a chance for them to steal it. So Jin picks that one up, and Charybdis is like, damn, we could have stolen that. So a bit of blessing in disguise for the side of MMA, and hopefully if they secure this soul, I mean, Clouds will be able to run down these ADCs eventually, I would imagine. So I think it's going to be a bit tough for Rune to kite this one out, but a big combo from Happy Big Dim Sim. Visynth is here, the ultimate comes through from Vel'Koz. Happy Dim Sim, he's trying to get the combo, and Visynth, he finally has enough damage, and the Lulu is not enough to keep him alive. C4J is absolutely fuming right now that Visynth didn't block any of that for his 80 carry and was just standing right next to him while Vi was absolutely comboing the crap out of C4J. But Charybdis is here to respond. He's getting a couple of pretty good crits here.
Oh, he
a flash comes through and a big shot down comes in for Charybdis, and he's going to pick up two big ones here. And that brings Charybdis into this game. So a pretty much walk into bot lane and realizing that you're not in danger till it's too late does make MMA falter there for just a moment, Nash. It's, yeah, now you got to deal with two Fed 80 carries.
Yep. Yep. Oh no, it was looking great, but now it's looking a bit. We'll see. They still have the ability to still burst these 80 carries, so it's not the end of the world, but it's certainly the start of it.
It's definitely the start of it. I gotta say, you know how Destiny might be Warp's kryptonite? I think MMA are Fishing Esports kryptonite. That is for sure. So they just keep trading blow for blow, and the game never gets more than above a 2k gold lead for either team. But as a result, I think Charybdis rushing Bork into Essence Reaver, it's not the best because of the Bork changes, but I guess he hasn't really figured out what else to build onto the side of Lucian. Maybe Bork is still the best, just assuming it's not. But we do have a good amount of setup onto the side. Ghost is being popped here by Kled. The Sped here, Deadly Flash does not land. They're going for the Lulu. Lulu does have ultimate here. Kled the Sped, if he dives any further, he'll be in danger. So he's forced to back off here. And a big ultimate nearly takes out Lulu with the force shot. Deadly Flash actually nearly lands. And yeah, Kled the Sped expending both summoners there, unfortunately. And right now, he's not much of a threat anymore, so he's going to go back to the top lane till his summoners are back up and his ultimates. So he is starting to be a big boy at the moment, and right now this Diana is non-existent, but can land a big combo at any time. But is it going to be enough? Not too sure. If they get Soul, or a dash forward by Charybdis, this might be a mistake. Time to Heim is actually forced to go out, and Sai has to dodge out as well. But if they had another champion or two there, it might have been a bit of trouble on the side of Fishing Esports, but they're forced to back out because they do not have the health bars to defend this turret. But they do have 5 mid. They know Mordekaiser's in the top side, so they pick up that turret and expand their lead to 1.5k gold. But they are looking at the Baron ever so slightly. But the vision coming out to the side of MMA is pretty good in this game, so they already know if it's ever going to happen or not. But Nash, being a Zac player yourself, is that a pretty standard build? you would build on Zach in the top side?
Or, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's pretty standard. You got your Sunfire. I mean, into this game, probably wouldn't rush Sunfire. I mean, you've got the Vi, but Vi really didn't come top much. I probably would have built the other one, the Magic Resist alternative to Sunfire.
Yeah. So
with that.
Is it Kraken into Wardens maybe would be ideal into this comp?
Kraken.
Oh, sorry. Oh, is that what it's called?
No,
Kraken? Can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
But Spirit Visage regardless.
Yeah, Spirit. You always get Spirit. Spirit's always second on Zach, I think. I mean, he probably doesn't even need the what do you call that? Brambles.
Brambles.
I don't really think he needs it.
Nah, he just needs a lot of HP.
Yeah. I'm not sure why he bought it.
I guess Brambles will give a lot once he completes that component. But this is a pretty big dragon for both teams. So we're gonna see if MMA can secure this Cloud Soul. Because this will make them so much faster. And there's nothing worse than a fast Mordekaiser and a fast tree coming out of the enemy jungle. So we're going to see if they can do anything about it, or will they they're looking to go into Time to Heim, and he's going to get picked up. No, Sign nearly saves his life. This is a big combo coming out. Collectorsped actually ults Charybdis. Charybdis does have flash. No, he doesn't have it up just yet. He nearly dodges out, and Collectorsped picks him up. Collectorsped has to keep his Conqueror up. He has to keep fighting so his team can win the game. Unfortunately, Lulu ults the Diana, and that will be curtains for the side of Fishing Esports. Unfortunately, Kelthalis will fall as well, and Collectorsped kept keeping his Conqueror alive, showing out he can put out so much damage. And when Alpha Arcadia says it's no.
Come on, buddy. Time.
Nash, it's happening. It's actually happening. Time to Heim. Maybe being a bit sneaky, this play. 0-4 is like easy, bro.
Time to Heim keeps getting caught out way too much, but fortunately for him that time, he actually forces James to get caught out instead. Trading, I mean, 0-4 ADC for a 4-2. That's pretty worth it. But
it is pretty worth it indeed.
Thank you,
but I really would like to see.
Hollow Radiance was the one we were talking about. Hollow Radiance.
Hollow Radiance. Okay. I think Abyssal is also decent as well, but
yeah, but
I guess that is experimental.
Abyssal, I still wouldn't even build Abyssal unless you're
QSS doesn't work anymore, Colette. I thought we already established this. Oh, did it
Spirit
get changed?
First item, I like your style, Jonu. Oh, here we go. Cody getting caught out.
Yeah, but this is what happens. But the ultimate comes through. It's pretty big. Unfortunately, Sai will get picked up here. Happy Big Dimsim will be able to get out of dodge. And the 4th shot nearly lands onto Cody. The Lulu ult coming in clutch. And if there was ever a window to start this Baron or get another pick, it is now. So we're going to see if Time to Heim is kind of dancing at the moment. Oh, and Vi is just able to get out of dodge for that one. So yeah, Rune trying to farm up best she can into the side of Charybdis in the side lane here. They both had TP and a big chunk coming out of Rune.
Almost.
Was able to get Charybdis down. Oh, there's a big play. Charybdis flashes onto Rune. This is a big moment. Does he have the hands to kite this out? And he does.
He gets it!
Done by Rune. This is unbelievable. He does not have hands. James has watched everybody. Oh my god.
Washed.
Oh, James, if I didn't have to look away, brother. That is now
bolo.
A solo bolo to the side of Rune on Vel'Koz of all champions. Oh my god, and he went in for that. He challenged him for that, but now Vi is actually using Unstoppable Force into the side of Zach. But Kelthalis is so tanky, but he's so isolated. He's going to get picked up here. Unfortunately, Collectorsped does land the ultimate onto Cody, but I don't think he has enough damage. Cody's forced to flash out, but flashes into nothing. And now this is a big Baron play onto the side of MMA. MMA have finally shown up, and they're going to take this dragon, and it looks like Fishing's Kryptonite is MMA Monk Mode Activate are now taking the Baron, and they're going to extend this gold lead even more. Nash, woo, gatekeeping, like you said, Nash, gatekeeping is happening.
See, I told you this is the scariest team because they got nothing to lose and everything to win.
And I think this is all on the back of the jungle top diff mentioned in the chat. Kled the Sped expanding his champion pool ever so slightly and has picked up the Mordekaiser, and picking Diana into Mordekaiser, I would know that myself. If you don't have the itemization, you will just get picked up for free and become a non-existent champion on the Rift. But as soon as this Vi picks up Sterix Gauge, I don't think anyone's actually able to kill Happy Big Dim Sim once he picks up that Sterix. So Elder Dragon also onto the side for monk mode activate. Oh no, Cody, he's in big trouble here.
Cody,
unfortunately, will get picked up, does land the moonfall, but does negative damage. Right now, MMA smell fish blood in the water, and they're gonna force them out of their own jungle. Oh my god, MMA playing with absolute confidence, and Time to Heim picks up his first kill, and he says this game is easy. Charybdis does take a decent amount of damage there, but Kled the Sped not burning his ultimate onto Charybdis there, and I think that might have been a dead Lucian once again. But they're looking to take out all these outers, expand their gold lead even more, and Sai just making sure the vision is there for monk mode activate. This is a do or die game for them, Nash. They have like a 5% chance to get back into the competition if they beat Destiny, if they beat Fish. They got to beat at least one of the 2-3 remaining teams on that bottom side of the ladder, just with you as well in ADA. But I think you guys are a bit too good in my opinion with Cade. But we're going to see how it actually goes. Right now they're knocking onto their tier 2s. And I think Fish are in a bit of trouble here unless they get a big catch from Kelthalis and a moonfall from Cody. Ooh, Nash. I'm going to put Gatekeepers on my top 10, that's for sure.
Gatekeepers, yeah. That's just crazy, man. That's just crazy.
It is
like
very
I said
crazy.
on the podcast, anyone that loses to MMA here is going.
Nash has the inside info, guys. He has the foresight to see that Fishing Esports will struggle into this matchup. And they're definitely struggling now. They have no one to deal with that initial combo coming out from the Vi and Mordekaiser, and then you just got the poke coming through from Time to Heim and Rune. It's really good synergy coming out. I would like to see another sort of tank jungler or support coming out from the side of Fishing, but they opted to go for the Lulu, and it's coming back to bite them ever so slightly. But if there is going to be a saving grace, it is going to be the double 80 carry composition. They need to stall out for more items so they can shred through this front line and come back into this game, because right now Cody's really struggling with the Diana pick here, and if they don't get on top of Rune, if they don't get on top of these weaker carries, they're going to slowly lose these team fights. And MMA are probably poised to take this one out. But we do have Elder on the cards, and will Fishing just flap their way out of the water as the fish as they are? But
Kled's top, so like this is probably their best fight.
that's okay.
Oh no, he's moving now.
Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah, the Crypt has picked up a QSS. I guess just for the Maokai ulti.
The Mordekaiser? No,
You can't-
Mordekaiser doesn't work anymore, right?
No, sure. Oh, I just heard something.
I heard something bad, and Elder is on the cards.
Oh no!
I
This
don't want
fight,
to spoil it just yet.
this fight
but
wins it. This fight
refrain.
wins it.
Oh, right now I don't want to spoil anything, but Elder is on the cards for MMA. Fishing Esports make their last preemptive flash coming out from somewhere, but I didn't hear it safely enough. Kelthalis, just a saving grace for his team.
No one flashed.
No one flashed. I thought I heard something. But anyway, MMA. And I think, why are they trying to take on the Dragon right now? They should be looking for a
straight
pick.
in.
Kled the Sped comes over the wall, absolutely establishes dominance.
With the swagger.
We'll pick up Vice in here. This is absolutely disgusting. They can't do anything about it.
no.
Mordekaiser might get a penta, but unfortunately it is taken away from Rune. Rune will pick up another kill.
Bonk.
That is a triple kill from Kled the Sped. He finally shows up here for his team. Charybdis will try to pick up a complimentary kill, but it is a clean ace for MMA. MMA have shown up. They have caused an upset. And they're saying we're going to go down swinging. We'll gatekeep everyone so we can get that 4th place spot. And we're going to see if we can actually do that. Can MMA beat Destiny? Can MMA beat ADA? Because if they can beat these teams, then they have a very slight chance.
They have to beat like at least 4 other teams before they verse us again.
Yeah, I know. So if that's going to be a draw, then who knows? You know. But I'm rooting for these underdogs at the moment, because MMA, this was a do or die game for them. If they lost this game, they would have been out of the tournament,
Yep.
but they're going to keep their hopes alive ever so slightly here. Rune is deciding to, in their face, but they do have the bait. They're baiting him in. They're baiting in Fishing Esports. This is a beautiful play from Rune, technically, and unfortunately, they're all going to get picked up. Kled the Sped is laughing in their face. He is too tanky. He is too strong. And unfortunately, Charybdis is probably going to die as well. Big flash coming from Time to Hype, a triple kill. Time to Hype has shown up back into this game, picks up a quadra kill. Says, good game, easy. Fishing Esports Kryptonite has happened, and monk mode activate. Have gatekeep Fishing Esports. Can they gatekeep the other teams as well? And I think I'm rooting for them, Nash. I'm rooting for them.
Gatekeepers. Gatekeepers.
Oh, lose with Dana. Oh, Sai just rubbing salt into the Fishing Esports wound. And I gotta say, this is absolutely livid, Nash. Gatekeepers have woken up.
Gatekeepers.
And Emmett. And you know what? I want to quickly go through MVP and SVP, and then we'll quickly discuss and set up the next game of MMA's chances of hitting that 4th spot, which is nearly impossible. But if they win every game out and other teams lose, then, you know,
don't let your tiebreakers
are gonna, you know,
don't let your memes be dreams.
are gonna happen. I feel for my boy Charybdis after that 1v1 by Rune.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Rune was flashing into the Lucian.
Yeah,
and trying to establish dominance. And lands that Q360 no scope into Charybdis's face, and that was the end of it.
Damn.
So
Charybdis really just got the PE teacher jumps in and just clocks you in the head. Just spawns in. It's like, what? Oh, you playing now? Anyway, let's do SVP.
So yeah, right now we nearly hit 40 viewers. It's pretty spicy at the moment. But
that's unfortunate for Fishing.
I think SVP, even though C4J had a pretty quiet game, Cody had a non-existent game on the Diana.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Kelthalis was kind of non-existent on the Zac, but he's trying to do what he can as a tank Zac front line, just getting absolutely melted.
He kind of eyed. He kind of eyed.
He's kind of alright. Charybdis had a case, but then he got 1v1 by Rune, so that cancels it out.
Yep, he got a case, and then go. Cool.
Visynth didn't have the best game. Could have probably saved. Probably could have done a bit better for
James.
Ezreal. But
James.
Unfortunately, SVP probably goes to Ezreal in this instance. What do you think, Nash?
For sure.
For sure. I can't really justify to give it to anyone else.
Yeah.
C4J was also always like the last person to go down, being the Ezreal pick, obviously. But was outputting a lot of damage, but
most damage in the
just
game.
couldn't get through the big, thick front line of Happy Big Vincent and Kled. So congrats, Dana, for SVP.
Yes, sir.
As for MVP,
all right.
I know we could give it to Rune. I know we could give it to him. You know, he basically 1v1 one of the, if not the best player in the competition.
They got that dog in them. They earned it.
The podcast rumors may be true. Who knows? But I'm sure Charybdis can bounce back, being, you know, a really good player. But, you know, it does take a toll on your mental when you lose a 1v1, especially as a Lucian, when a Felcos is flashing in your face. It's a bit of a rough one. But nevertheless, who do you reckon, Nash? I think Happy Big Dimson was making a lot of proactive plays around the map and making sure everyone was in the game. And then you had Kled the Sped playing side lane pretty well and grouping at the right time. Their KDAs are a result of that. Their damage is at the result of that. But I think Happy Big Dimson kind of really showed up here.
Yeah, but Rune got that dog in him. They got that dog in him.
I know. I'm going to call it right now. Rune gets best player of the week.
Yeah.
Easy. But I think Happy Big Dim Sim was pretty big. Way he was securing objectives, the way he was finding picks, and was just too tanky. Even rushed a Black Cleaver.
Oh yeah, what about that?
Into, you know, Sundered Sky, into, you know, not even the most optimal build, but was still very, very strong regardless, right? So, you know, if you went Steric Gauge, you would have popped these people even faster. But
really through
you know,
hands.
he still did what he did, and I think he slightly edges out Kled the Sped in terms of MVP. Much as Kled the Sped was popping off, he did kind of miss a few earlier kills in the lane against Kelthalis, and I'm sure he's kind of kicking himself for that a little bit, but, you know, it is what it is. But I think around the entire map, securing objectives, making sure all his lanes were, you know, in a very advantageous position, I'm happy to give it to Mr. Happy Big Dim Sim. What do you reckon, Nash?
Yes, sir.
All right. And securing that elder is also probably the most important part as well.
yeah.
So, Happy Big Dim Sim, you are the cornerstone for your team, my friend. You're always popping off when it matters, and you are the gatekeepers for this competition. And if you win nearly every single game
Gatekeepers.
for the next 4 or 5 games, you guys are technically still in it if Destiny lose their game, if ADA or Old F4 drop their games too, you know. But I would say it's more towards the side of the other teams. I think Old F4 is slightly a bit too much in front, unless we have a collapse, but we'll see how that goes. But we're going to go right into the next game. So congrats to the MVP and SVP. I'm really happy for MMA showing us, even though they're at the bottom of the ladder, they have signs of life. And they want to gatekeep and potentially make top 4 if other teams fall as well. So let's get started to the next game. Nash, set that one up. Thanks, brother.
Gatekeepers.
And we do have probably the highlight of the night, but then again, I'm going to say that other game we just shoutcasted was the highlight of the night, unless this game gets absolutely poggers. But in terms of which side, just give me a sec, my lads.
I think
So JPA are blue side. So, yep, Team 1, Jupiter's Angels. Team 2 is Warped.
Shark bait. Shark bait.
All right, now we have a clash of the Titans in the top part of the table in the standings. And we're going to see how well these teams have prepped. Right now, Jupiters are looking for their revenge against Warped, and I believe they lost to Braden or AK, your mum, last time when he was playing. I believe it was Brand Jungle last time, and absolutely rolled them over with the Scion mid as well. So,
bloody.
yep, right now.
Bloody Strider screwing up the teams. Still on team 2, mate.
Yeah.
Trying
So there we go. We'll give them a couple of minutes. But technically we don't have to start till 8. But as soon as both teams say they're ready, then we'll get right on it. But I gotta say, Nash, yeah, MMA call is pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed.
Yep, told you. Shark bait. Gatekeepers. Yes, sure.
I'm sorry, Dirty Gator. As much as I want to give it to Rune, I already gave it to probably the player that carried the team the most, which is Happy Big Dim Sim. And he has been winning most of them for his team. But Cled the Sped finally popped off in a pretty big way. But Happy Big Dim Sim was able to make it happen all around the map, secure those objectives, and shut out Cody completely. And again, it's tough to have an emergency sub, but, you know, Cody was a diamond level jungler, and Happy Big Dim Sim being an emerald jungler just showed him what's up. So, got to give it to him. But what are your thoughts on this matchup, Nash? What do you reckon?
No thoughts. Gameplay. Let's see. Could go either way.
Who are you rooting for? Who are you rooting for?
Jupies. Because I gotta.
You're rooting for Jupies?
Yeah, I made my prediction. Jupies should be on top, but we'll see. Because Jupies always for this season, for some reason, their early game's always been a bit of a how you doing, you know. So it all depends. If they don't absolutely fall apart during their early game, then I mean we know how they team fight. They team fight pretty gnarly. But then again, Warp do have the interesting way of just running the early game and just being everywhere you don't want them to be. So hey, I didn't count you out yet, Jacob. All right, calm your farm. Well, I was just getting to the part where like if you guys get rolling early, that your team fights are pretty much hand in hand with GPs as well. So it's kind of like who came here to just absolutely just drop the ball. So we'll see what happens. All right, I reckon today's gonna be decided by top lane.
All right, so we got a bit of pretty good matchups, right?
Yeah.
So we got Jonu versus William Polio.
Yes, sir.
Pretty good matchup overall. Jonu is very solid, and William Polio is very solid, both on the top side. They're both kind of very similar in that aspect. Who gets the Cassante?
It's first to Cassante.
Yeah, and they. I think both tops will play a bit more unorthodox than you realize, but
yeah, they will.
I think a big matchup is definitely Alpha Arcasia into Braden.
Yeah, that'll be. They both have this pretty similar or same champ pool, so it's interesting to see
who picks up what?
Yeah.
Like someone to pick up Brand,
So
and then who
I
will pick
think
up
this
Karthus.
game, yeah, yeah, I agree with you, Nash.
Yeah.
It really can come down
I
to
think
that. But
jungle will be a priority pick here.
all right, think hit risks, but it's all going to come down to draft, and whoever drafts better
There it goes.
is going to be the case. But I think Jupires have prepared that they want to make sure that Brayden can't 1v9 in any way, shape, or form.
Whoever
So
whoever picks Aatrox will steal my heart. They get my vote. All right, you pick Aatrox, you get my vote to win. Trust. Aatrox is key here. Trust.
Yep, and if both teams are listening, I'm kind of a sucker for Jupires getting their revenge, but I also want to see Warp popped off because they're the new fella on the block. So we're going to see if they can take it to the reigning champions, and we're going to see if Jupires are going to take their revenge, but they're really going to prioritize the center and the scaling part of it. So I think the center pick actually gives away what Jupires really want to do here. So I think Warped will be able to counter that bot lane matchup pretty well. And I think they're going to run a very strong front to back and make sure they have really good engage, but they kind of give up the Sejuani and the Lilia here. I believe they have also shown the support can play Sejuani in lane, but it's very hard to go away from that center and Swain based off how the last game went, eh?
Everyone is playing. This is confusing me. These picks are confusing me. I thought, oh yeah, you pick a jungler. Oh, you pick two junglers. Oh, I guess you're all right. We're not flexing that anymore. And now
they can flex the Sejuani.
They can.
The support's picked up that Sedge. Yeah.
Yeah, but Lilia can't be flexed.
Well, they know Lilia's jungle, but wherever Sedge goes.
Oh, but yeah, Sedge can still be, but she can't be flexed in the jungle anymore.
But I think
that's just mid. That's just mid ADC and support right there. There's no flex in there. I mean, you can, but
this is actually really tough. They gave away 3 core champions, 2 Jupiter's Angels, but the front to back, the Seraphine being locked in here, so they're gonna try and make sure they pick up a very certain AD carry if they're able to get it. But we're gonna see if Jupires are able to stifle that pick and figure out which champion it is. But I think they're going to ban out junglers now as a result.
Yeah. There should be a brand ban, I think. I would assume they're just going to ban. Yeah, I'd say the brand. I think brand will probably not Jupies, but Warped.
I think they're going to ban any sort of extra engage. I think that's what Jupires have to do here.
Oh, Jupies,
because right now they're front to back doing very well in terms of their draft. So they take away the Camille, which is really good. And I think they should consider taking away the Malphite as well, or an Ornn. Just anything with heavy engage, even a Nautilus. Yeah, you know, it's just like they want to make sure these picks are safe because they got the Wombo on the side of Warped, and Jupires will have to kite out these fights. So I don't think they have to get rid of another engage.
I don't think they want to opt to ban the Ornn because they could pick it themselves.
Yeah, that's the thing, but Jonu can play it as well.
No,
so they take away the Aatrox. Aatrox is a pretty big boy, but you don't get to see it now, unfortunately.
We were brothers, Anakin.
I think
done me dirty.
I think they should. Yeah, if they pick the Ornn here, they will lack a bit of damage, AD damage in that department. Yeah. So I think they're trying to bait the Renekton pick to come out from Warped here. We're going to see if they're going to leave it or they're going to pick it.
They'll leave it.
But they flex the Vayne. Come on, bro.
Nah, don't do Vayne top.
Flexing a Vayne.
That's crazy.
Is it Vayne top? Is it Vayne AD carry? You would think it's top, right? You would think it's top, but you never know. You never know.
I wouldn't think it's top. I think these boys were above that shenanigans.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're going to keep Jupires guessing here. Warped are doing very well in the draft phase. Right now, they've got to try and pick something that can beat Vayne in isolation, which might be a Kennen pick, which might be a range pick.
They could pick the Kennen. They'll probably pick something more front. Oh, no, they got the Vi and the Swain. They got the Vi and the Swain. They need something that scales as well. I do see them picking Ornn here or Kennen. Nah, they'll just
and they're gonna pick. They're gonna blind pick the Kennen here, and they're gonna assume it's Vayne top.
We'll find out.
So,
the Rumble.
oh no, this is a bit of a bait here. So Rumble has actually been picked in top side. This is what Jonu exactly wanted. They want Warp to pick Renekton here, but I think Jonu
Nah, they'll
might be a
pick the
bit
mid
smarter
here.
than that.
They're gonna pick the mid here.
And they're gonna transition Vayne top, and I think they should pick another scaling bot side. We're gonna see if they're gonna pick the Ashe here and solidify their composition. But we're gonna find out if they can actually do it. But they're gonna hover the Cassante, like you said, into the Rumble.
Is it because
And they kind of cancel each other out, so it is Vayne 80 carry.
Yeah, I had a feeling the Sejuani might be mid.
Yep, so the supports picked that one up, and he's just going to survive. And he's going to pick up that MR item that clears waves. Which one was that called again? It was in
Hollow
chat
Radiance.
before, right? So he's going to rush Hollow Radiance into this Corki and maybe an Armor Cloth.
I thought Corki was AD early.
Yeah, but it's just for wave clear. Right now, Sejuani's just trying to scale and not take as much damage. Yeah. So right now, Sejuani's on survival duty, and he's going to roam as best he can. So he's going to rush Boots
If he's building
and Hollow Radiance.
If he's building one of the others, surely he'd build Sunfire over Hollow Radiance, because just because
In this matchup specifically, I feel like just for wave clear,
because they both do the same amount of wave clear, no?
I think Hollow does a bit more,
Does
but
it?
we'll just see what he rushes. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's going to rush Hollow Radiance with Armor Boots. We'll find out.
Or he's gonna rush
But
Warmogs like an absolute G.
so I think this is a big statement coming out from Warp. So they've given 3 staple picks onto the side of Jupiter's Angels, which is the Senna, the Swain, and the Corki. And they gave those away in first rotation. So we're going to see what they're cooking up here. But they do have probably the best jungler in the patch at the moment with the Lilia. So they did counter that with the Vi. So I don't see Vi ulting anyone else except for that Lilia, or else Lilia's just going to dance for days. So even though this will come down to a scaling war, I think Jupiter's comp slightly out damages Warped in the later parts of the game. But you can never count out the Vayne true damage and the Lilia ticking damage, so they're slightly lacking in that department. So we're going to see how that goes. But yeah, slightly favoring Jupiter's composition as later the game goes. And I think this Vayne will have to pop off a lot to give Warp the dub here.
Just a little bit.
But I guess that gives us a bit of a segue. Nash, take it away to our wonderful sponsors while I sip this last coffee.
Alrighty, swapping back over to us major sponsors. Yeah, of course, we got Tangled Ventures, The Array, Paul's Iced Coffee, and of course, big man himself, Next Year Studios. And kicking over to our minor sponsors, we got ourselves some lovely people over at McDonald's Viger Group, Urban Tactics, Pathfinders NT, and of course, Joyce Main Darwin. Thank you,
Very nice.
one of you lovely people. Let me see how long we got. Still got a minute. I'm gonna just. Oh, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hit him with the ad. All right, we'll be right back.
Okay.
Everyone, I hope you're enjoying the games. My name is Dylan Bennett and I'm CEO of The Array, and I want to welcome you to the space. Esports is an important element to a growing athletic community, and we're really proud to sponsor this year's NTEC and foster the next wave of esports talent here in the territory. For more information, head to our website at www.thearray.gg.
Oh, it was too early. Oh no, perfect timing. All right, we're gonna be black screen for a little bit, just a little while.
That's it. And I like how my name is still spelt the same as David spelt it on the first day he met me. So
I thought that was one of your
Strider
accounts.
with a Y.
I always see it with a Y every time I see it on anything.
I know, except for the actual game itself. But
yeah,
anyway,
that's probably why I couldn't find your name the other day. Then.
That's right. So maybe it's a bit of secret tech, but we do have pretty standard starts coming onto the side of both teams. Both teams are going to try and topple the other, but this is more revenge for the side of Jupiter's Angels, where Warped upset them in the earlier half of the season. But let us know in the chat who you're going for, guys. Is it going to be Jupiter's Angels to get their revenge, or will Warped be able to play the team fights perfectly and take this win away from the Angels themselves. So both teams not taking any chances, and we're going to see how this one transpires. But Nash, let's go for a guess right now. Who do you reckon is going to do it?
I don't know. I mean, Jupy's banned Aatrox, so I'm inclined to go against them now. But then again, Kane is on the Rumble in the jungle, so it's a possibility. It's a possibility to go either way. I suppose it depends on Jupy's bot lane here, whether they make or break it. But then again, as long as the early game doesn't go too shocking or terrible, I reckon they can always make a comeback from anything. Warped on the other hand, it just depends if they find any leads on the top side or mid lane. That would spell disaster for Jupies. Bot lane's a bit of a gimmick, whether or not they get leads or not, that's fine, but the mid and the top is where it's really at.
So just based off draft alone, I think Jupies definitely have the advantage later the game goes, but they just have so much damage coming out onto the side of their champions. Like, the Cassante will still do crazy amounts of damage, but I think Seraphine ults will actually really be big here for setting up Warp to succeed. So if the way it goes, based off draft, I think Jupies might be able to win it here if they can survive the first 15 minutes and able to scale safely, because even though you guys made Jupies sweat a lot in the last encounter, right?
Yeah, they were sweating.
It just goes to show the center scaling and Swain being unkillable. It's going to be really tough for Warp to get through this, but support already being shoved in. Same with the bot lane for Warped as well. So the stronger laners are definitely appearing onto the side of Jupai's Angels, but Rillian Polio not giving any sort of avenue for Rillian Polio, but does take a couple of grass procs to the face here. And yeah, we're just got to see how it goes. Both teams are going to play pretty methodically in the first 15 minutes, and we're going to see who prioritizes what here. But if anything, I think dragons are going to be very important for both teams.
No doubt. Especially depending on the first two. Could make the sauce spicy. But yeah, pretty standard all across the board, except for mid lane. A little bit of discrepancy there, but that's to be expected. Playing Sejuani and Corki.
Yeah, he's just trying to get whatever farm he can. So this might be also a bait as well. So if Corki just endlessly pushes in, he will be slightly vulnerable to ganks. So
that is true.
We're going to see if that actually happens.
Something in the bot side really coming in now.
Right. Oh, big flash coming out from Alpha Arcadia.
I think he missed it, right?
He's just going to walk out of there. Oh, yeah, so close.
That was very close. Kind of shocking he went for that, but you know, if he landed it, it would have been pretty sick. Pretty
stylish, yeah.
Pretty cool.
But trying to establish dominance, but fails. But Alpha Arcadia going for an immediate invade, trying to take away his chickens of all. So
no, I'm not the chickens, not the Colonel's chicken, please.
Yeah. So he's going to get away with that, unfortunately. So a bit of an XP diff already happening onto the side of Jupai's Angels. They're able to take away those wonderful chickens from Brayden. So, yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be pretty stale gameplay until teams hit level 6, so they have more of an avenue to start these skirmishes. But based off how teams have cleared, I would imagine Brayden will prioritize 3 grubs first, but we're going to see what Alpha Arcadia does. If he's going to challenge that or go for a first dragon, you would assume they would go for the first dragon, just having this bot lane dominance onto the side of Jupai's Angels. And a 1k gold lead already, so don't know if this Vayne pick is going to come back to bite them, but they do need the damage. But the itemization will need to be important for this Vayne.
Oh. Really drops some ward. I don't know if she's... looks like she might have stole something. Maybe.
Yeah, looks like it, but Vi's still in front of XP. So Brayden's got a very late back here. So he's probably going to run straight to Dragon as a result. He probably won't challenge. Okay, a bit of a stun combo coming out from the Seraphine. And Gator does get chunked out quite a bit, which might hurt their dragon chances. So
Oh, no.
Vi is starting the dragon already here, but Corki does have a big health pool advantage onto the side of the support in the mid lane here. So I think they're just going to give this one up, and a very early dragon going onto the side of Jupai's Angels.
Yep. Yes, this isn't going to be a very good day to be a jungler on the side of Warped. They pretty much will never have priority in the mid lane, so all their jungle objectives are going to be that much harder to take.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on Corki.
It's going to be very hard.
Yeah, since Corki can get anywhere pretty quickly.
So if Vi knows where Brayden is right now, he should be able to challenge at least one of these grubs, but he probably won't take that chance. We do have Jonu having prior in the top side, but a Rumble ultimate's pretty big if they're able to get into position. But
Yeah, it doesn't
they do
look
have
like they
TP on the side of support, so they're able to make sure that is a play if they decide to challenge it. But first plate goes to the side of Blade Exa, and he does have double CS against his counterpart, the support in the mid lane.
Oh, looking to try and steal the last
Alright.
grubby. Yep, flash out.
Yep,
Immediate
there we go.
flash. Not bad, not bad. Two for one. Could be worse, could be worse.
That's nothing but dubs for Jupai's Angels, so
Yep.
Alpha Arcadia has definitely leveled up his jungling as of the last couple of games, and he's showing why he is a jungler to be trifled with, or even challenged, because right now the support can really set up Lilia for these ganks, right? Because she has a lot of base damage in Sejuani's kit, so it's going to be a while before Blade Exa gets any sort of kill threat onto the side of the support. But like you said, looks like he's rushing that what's it called, Kindle Gem or whatever it's called, Balmy Cinder.
Yeah, that's Balmy. Yeah, that's Balmy Cinder. Whether or not he's rushing him into Hollow or Sunfire, we will find out right on this back.
Yeah, if it's Hollow, then I called it. I'll be pretty cool, but yeah, we'll just see. Unfortunately, Vayne does get hit there, and will take quite a decent amount of damage, but Brayden trying to clear and keep up with Alpha Arcadia. It is pretty even overall, but a slight XP advantage for the side of Alpha Arcadia, probably just like a camp at most. So Jonu and Rilliam Polo pretty even in the top lane, but probably a wave's worth of gold onto the side of the Rumble early on as he farms this final wave. And a bit of damage coming through from Blade Exa, just poking and poking endlessly into this Sejuani. But looks like Alpha Arcadia and the team is collapsing right onto him, so he does have flash, so he should be able to get out of dodge. If he lands the combo, he does land the ultimate, but they're going to pull out straight away, and Alpha Arcadia trades his Q for an ultimate out of Sejuani. But a bit of a flash coming out of Rilliam Polio, and he does have the ability to burn Jonu, but does not place the ultimate to kill him. But it's going to be very close here, and First Blood comes to the side of
don't type Gator.
William Polio.
Don't type. Gator.
So,
it wasn't even in your lane, bro. Don't type.
Yeah, Gator is just trying to establish mental dominance onto the side of Warped here. But it is a bit, while in the game, it is a bit rude to type to your opponent in this part or early parts of the game. But Jonu miscalculating there, the Rumble passive, landing those big autos to get that damage down. And if anything, a Fed Rumble is really annoying to deal with in the early and mid game. So probably a very big avenue for the side of Jupai's Angels to come out with that one. But we do have Lilia or Brayden looking towards Blade Exa here. And does not land the Swirling Seed, but does have the ability to get out here. But a Drowsy Sleep comes in. A Senna ultimate comes in to secure his safety. And Senna just ulting just in case to make sure Corki gets out of dodge on that one.
Sir.
But a pretty big ultimate coming onto the side of Brayden. And so far, the Jupai's lane phase is going really well. And yeah, until we get to that 5v5. Right now, we do have a 1v1 here. Dream to Meme does have the damage to deal with this Vayne. And Vayne will not be able... Oh, a big heal comes out from beautiful Dwayne here. If they just keep his distance, they can kill him. but it's going to be close.
Oh,
No, you're
Benji's
just in
got
range,
this.
my guy. You're just in range, and Dream to Mean picks it up, and a big Vi ultimate comes to the side of support, and the support will be picked up for free here.
Oh.
Flashes to no avail. Blade Xer picks up that one, and a 3-for-1 and a 3k gold lead for the side of Jupiter's Angels, and a bit of a doozy into the bot side of Warped, and they give Dream to Meme a pretty big kill overall. So yeah, Jupiter's looking very strong based off their draft.
Yep. Early game's looking a lot better now. So Jupies are looking like they're back in form. The top lane looking a bit rough for Jonu here, but obviously it's Cassandra having to verse a AP top laner such as Rumble. It is a bit of a tough time. Oh, look at
It
that
is a
man.
tough time. Unless William Polio gives him the angle, I don't think he'll ever be able to come back in this lane. So it's going to be a survival lane for Jonu moving forward. Right now, the Vi is showing us why it's a very strong champion based off last game and this game. So very, very powerful pick. But we do have Warp starting this dragon, and we do have Jupai starting to rotate down here. So they better finish this quickly, or else they're in a bit of danger, and they should finish it just in the nick of time. But Dream to Mean's going to try and buy enough time here, and I think this is a mistake. They should just try to get out.
Oh,
And
there's
a
the
big
bite.
flash combo for Alpha Arcadia. A center ultimate comes through, and this is actually very dangerous. They can get cleaned up here for free. Unfortunately, they are stuck at their tower. Alpha Arcadia misses a combo. The Blade Xer flashes
tanking.
in. Alpha Arcadia will tank one more shot, and Blade Xer picks up a double kill for his efforts.
Oh,
So
Lily's coming in though.
big plays coming out from Jupiter's Angels, and
Pretty low.
Warped not able to get out in the nick of time. A big play coming in for Braden. No, he'll get picked up by the Corki, and he does not respect the E Gatling gun damage coming out from that powerful 4-kill Corki with Triforce. So right now it's looking like a pretty slippery slope onto the side of Warped, and Jupiter's, like you said, Nash, are back in form.
Yes, sir. And look at this, 7-1. Oh, Liam, obviously, Liam always finding his way to getting himself fed every game. And
He always does.
He always does. He always finds himself some cheeky kills here and there. And it's a Sunfire going onto the support.
Yep, so he's feeling the pressure, so he's trying to just survive the Corki, but I think lane phase is nearly done. Just about onto the side of Jupiter's Angels. They're going to start roaming the map a lot, and I think Drink to Meme will be fine in this 2v1 matchup in the bot side. So right now, the only saving grace is if Lilia gets super fed or if Vayne starts to pop off, because they just don't have the damage to quite get through this Jupiter's lineup. And with a 5,000 gold lead, it's pretty much additional champions money's worth.
damage.
So yeah, really, and Polio not giving Jonu any chances. So right now he is definitely winning this matchup, and Braden's playing from behind, and it's really tough to play into a Vi that is going to rush Triforce into probably Sundered Sky. But we do have a Magic Mantle being picked up, so respecting Braden nonetheless, will pick up a bit of MR for his troubles. But we do have the support trying to engage onto Blade Xer here, but we'll get chunked out to half HP as a result. And Braden just trying, he smites Blade Xer here, but they don't have the damage, and I think the support will get picked up here. But a big ultimate comes in from Beautiful Dwang, but it's easily dodged onto the side of Blade Xer and Jupiter's Angels, and they will have to surrender this turret. They gave away a lot of ultimates just to try and pick up Blade Xer in the mid lane here.
And as we see the first turret blood going over to Jupies. And the lead
Right
is
now,
just
yeah, if there's
snowballing.
anything more oppressive to deal with, it is a fed Corki. So right now, Jupires have probably cracked the Warped formula here, and they kind of baited the Vayne pick or the Cassante pick. They should have picked something else that had damage if they were going to draft the Seraphine. So right now, they're going to be lacking the damage to try and come back into this game. So I don't think Warp should be making any plays until they get to their 2 item power spikes on the Lilia, onto the Vayne, and yeah, and I don't think Jupires are going to give them a chance to do that. So we're going to see what Warp can do to come back into this one, because right now it's nearly 7,000 gold and all these outer turrets falling. It's just really bad for the side of Warped at the moment, Nash.
Yeah, it is looking pretty bad here, but possibly some cat getting caught out
Oh
here.
no,
That's
he
unfortunate.
decides not to flash it and will pay with his life. Dream to Meme picks that one up. Jonu's starting to feel the pressure, so he might take this 1v1 into William Polio. No, He does have the discipline not to take him on, while he does have Overheat in his back pocket. But we do have Jupai speeding the game up here with a Rift Herald, and they're going to pick up tier 2s and maybe even in a turret as well here. 1500 health onto the side of Jupai's Angels Rift here. And Jonu, he cannot fight that Rumble with Leandries here, and they're going to pick up this inner turret unchallenged. If they're going to find a play, it is now, but a Swirling Seed only lands onto one. Support is trying to protect his turret. Dream to Mean pops his ultimate. Swain is absolutely godlike. He's got a flash onto the enemy team here. Warps are trying to play with their lives right now. Braden does land a big combo, but he does not press the sleep button in time. And I think they're going to wipe them here before the 20-minute mark, Nash.
Oh no, they're trying to beat their record. Oh no.
They're trying to beat their record indeed.
They're gonna
and I think this is they're gonna beat him in 17 minutes, Nash.
Don't do it.
No way. No way they beat the top seed like this. Not like this. Not like this. Johnny's trying to say anything about it, but the Rumble ult is absolutely massive. They're just trying to make sure their Nexus survives, but I don't think it is likely. They are so underleveled. They are so poor. It's almost if they came from a third world country to beat the Chinese team, but it's to no avail. And they are going to fall for their efforts. 13-3. They're still hanging on by a thread here, but they just don't. If they can't get Blade Exa, they're going to get absolutely cleaned up. If Blade Exa, is he going to kite this one out? No, he is not. And it is an ace. But an open Nexus onto the side of Warped. It is a rough one.
And there is a double TP on the side of Jupies. What the hell is Gator typing in chat? Jesus.
God, Dirty Gator is feeling himself today, that's for sure. He's just making sure the top seed knows what is happening in this game. But did they drop a ward?
No,
maybe.
I don't see any wards.
But double TP play could happen if they're not careful, but I think the game will end momentarily. It's just right now, it's nearly a 10,000 gold lead, and that's just so hard to come back from when Blade XR is this fed. When the bot lane is this fed, it just goes to show Jupai's Angels have done their homework, they've done their prep, and unfortunately Warped have kind of drafted themselves into a no damage composition. But Blade XR just does so much damage. It's just really hard to deal with a 2-item Corki at this stage of the game.
Just casually soloing drag. No worries, mate.
But they do have an open Nexus, so hopefully Jonu will start recalling, or else he might be in a spot of trouble for his team. So hopefully they do that. He's trying to greed for this turret, but he should be recalling right now. His Nexus is exposed. He's trying to get whatever gold he can for his squad. But unfortunately, he's starting to recall, but it's a little bit too late here. They're trying to find Blade Exa, but unfortunately Dream to Meme is so thick that they can't even walk past him. It just looks like it's going to be likely, and it's a GG 18-minute game onto the side of the reigning champions. And I gotta say, Jupai's Angels, that I called it in the pod, god damn, they look so clean.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, Dirty Gator with some choice words there, Nash, but I guess we'll discuss the MVP and SVP. I don't know why everyone was complaining that they're playing so late if the games are going to go like this, but Jupai is showing us why. If they can take on and beat Warped with this type of time frame, it just sets the pace for the rest of the competition. And I gotta say, when Jupai's Angels picked up Dirty Gator, it was definitely a very good pickup for their squad overall. But I guess we'll discuss SVP onto the side of Warped, and it's a bit of a tough one, isn't it, to kind of give to anyone. It's just the game was so stifling and so polarizing, and no one could really do anything onto the side of Warped. What are your thoughts, Nash?
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm just trying to. I'm not too sure.
All right, well, if that's the case, I think the saving grace for Warped was beautiful Dwang. Did land a lot of good Seraphine ultimates and try to keep his team alive as much as possible, but it's just really hard to get through all that damage, and Jupai has kind of baited this type of draft coming out of Warped most likely, and they did show the cannon and then pick the Rumble, so they had a chance to pick something into the Rumble that had a bit more damage, but, you know, everyone loves Cassante, I suppose, but I'm kind of inclined to give it to beautiful Dwang. Did have a lot of good ultimates, even though the support landed, you know, couple of good Sejuani ultimates just can't excuse that lane phase coming out against Blade Exa. Just pretty clean lane from Blade and Liam, and very tough to deal with. So I'm inclined to give it to Seraphine or Beautiful Dwang in this instance.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
So unfortunately for Braden, he just wasn't able to do anything this game, and his team was already lost by the time he could impact the game. So very tough for him to deal with that. So right now, I guess we'll discuss MVP, and it could go to any one of these players. They all played their part very well, but it's very hard to go past that Blade XR lane phase. But then again, he was playing into a tank, right? So, he's supposed to win like that. If not, he won a lot harder. So, but then again, pretty good bot lane coming out from Dirty Gator and Dream to Meme. They just gave it to Beautiful Dwang and Kitris in the bot lane. So, it's going to be any one of these players, actually. It's a bit tough to call. Real and Poly did get an early solo, which was really good to see into Akasante. Alpha Arcadia was able to land pretty good Vi ultimates and pretty much win the fight instantly for Jupai's Angels. But the amount of damage just being given out by Blade Exa in the lane phase and just the tempo that he had, he just kind of secured that early mid game pretty well for them. And Dirty Gator was playing really, really well, keeping his teammates alive as much as possible with the current meta of Senna's build. But what do you reckon, Nash?
I mean, you can make cases for a lot of them, but I mean, it's just at the end of the day, it's just kind of Blood Exa doing what he does and just destroys his lane opponent, and then kind of just runs amok wherever he pleases.
That's it. So I think he kind of just really edges out Dirty Gator and Dream to Meme in this instance, just the way he established dominance, and they try to put the support on Sejuani and make him survive, but it's just like, if you're going to give that amount of XP, that amount of gold, that amount of damage, it's very hard to come back from. So Dirty Gator and Dream to Meme got the double MVP last week, but I'm inclined to give it to Blade just based off his performance today. So, and his drafting prowess, I would say, is also an unsung part of this game. But then again, Warp kind of gave them the draft they wanted, so it's maybe a bit of a ego there, but if you're going to give Swain, Senna, Corky to Jupai's, which they've shown they stomped another team with, then it's just like, okay, you must have prepped for it, but they didn't prep for it whatsoever, unfortunately. So yeah, Blade XR gets MVP, Nash, and SVP goes to Beautiful Dwang, and I guess that kind of wraps up
Yes, sir.
round 9, and they're both tied for first place, so one apiece. So we're going to find out who kind of takes out first placed in the competition. But then again,
they could be tied for first for a while.
We'll see how that goes.
They could.
Oh, is it? Okay.
They could be. If they're, let me have a look. Yeah, because they'll be 6-2, 6-2, and their next opponents. What are we in? 22. So this one. What do we got? We got War versus MMA. So Warped versus MMA. Then Destiny's versus.
Oh, spicy.
So they could, if they both win their games, they could be tied for. They could still be tied for first for a while.
Nice.
If they keep winning, the discrepancy will start in round 11, where Jupai's have a bye.
Yep. Okay.
So yeah.
All right, and I guess we'll just look at if MMA can technically come back in this competition. So right now they're tied with you guys. So they're 2-6 now, right? And you guys are 2-5.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So
if they win their remaining 5 games.
So if they win their, I think it's because it's what we play.
Oh, they got a bye, so they got 4 games, so they can go.
So 6 games. So you play 6 games. So it's what equals to 12. So they're at 8 games. So yeah, they got 4 more.
All right, so they can go 6-6 at best.
Yeah.
Okay. Which will be very tough for them, but they've shown us today they can beat Fishing, so anything is possible if other teams lose certain games, etc.
Gatekeepers.
So, MMA aren't quite out just yet, but they're at death's door and they're still swinging, so it's really good to see that. We're going to find out if other teams are going to falter like Fishing Esports did tonight against the underdogs of the competition.
Yes, sir.
But I guess, both teams establishing dominance. MMA taking it to Fish and JPA taking it to War. But I guess that kind of leads us to next round's games, which will be played on the 5th of next month, September.
Yep.
And I guess we're going to go and see it's game 1 versus
Destiny
another
versus
classic
Cookies.
rivalry,
Yep.
Destiny Jupires. ADA have a bye.
Yep.
But we'll be playing our offline game.
Yep.
Warp versus MMA, like you said, and Fish versus Alt F4. So hopefully Fish are able to bounce back and try to figure out what's going on in their team at the moment, because MMA were able to give them a kryptonite type of upset. So
Yep.
we're going to see if they're able to bounce back. And I guess the Destiny game could also be important as well. If Jupires drop to them, then Destiny get a pretty crucial win on top of Fishing Esports. But Jupires are looking pretty clean at the moment, so Destiny will have to play out of their minds to do so. So we're going to see how that goes. And, Destiny have shown they beat Jupires in the past, if it's in scrims or actual games. But right now, Jupires are looking pretty clean. So I guess we'll kind of end the stream there. Any closing thoughts on that one, Nash? Any sort of predictions for next round?
Gatekeepers. Gatekeepers.
Gatekeepers for sure. But if MMA beat Warp, that'll be pretty big, right? That'll be pretty big.
Big.
I think that's their actual do or die game.
What,
So
MMA
like if they
versus
don't beat
Warp?
Warp, they kind of slightly lose. Like they won't be able to come back in the comp, I think. So
Well, yeah,
but if they beat Warp, they keep their chances alive, right? So
yep.
right now they're on death's door and they're gonna keep swinging. But yeah, definitely want to give it to the gatekeepers. You always want to root for the underdog, but yeah, pretty big upsets in my regards tonight, and pretty clean games coming out from Jupires. But I guess that kind of ends the stream. Thanks for watching. Nash for running the stream. I'm shoutcasting, and I'll reach out to some people if they want to shoutcast for next round as well. And I should be better by then, obviously. But yeah, I guess we'll play the Array ad, and then we'll close it out. Nash, anything else you want to say?
No.
All right, all good. All right, I'm Chris Strider, joined by Button Nash. We'll let you guys know of our offline game, the date and the time, if you want to view that one. It is a pretty important game for both teams, so we're going to see what actually happens. And I guess I'll see you then, Nash. Have a good one.
Yep, you too. Catches.
Gotcha.
Everyone, I hope you're enjoying the games. My name is Dylan Bennett and I'm CEO of The Array, and I want to welcome you to the space. Esports is an important element to a growing athletic community, and we're really proud to sponsor this year's NTEC and foster the next wave of esports talent here in the territory. For more information, head to our website at www.thearray.gg.